All right, you are live. Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. Thank you so much for tuning back in to another DOY Creations video. I am Jeanette, aka Soraya. And before I get started, I always like to give glory, honor, and praise to the Most High Yah. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and put these glasses on. I'm going to start off with the glasses early today. Let me just get one more thing situated. Sorry if I am a couple of minutes late. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It is okay. Good morning, Roberta. How are you this day? One of my what dessert squads, Isala. How are you today? It is so good to see you. And yeah, thank you, ladies, so much for being here. And thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that so very, very much. Let's see. I'm going to be looking on both streams because I have my laptop here and no, my computer here, and then I have you guys on my phone. Regina, what's up? How are you today? Hey, the beautiful Ursula. She is coming in. She said hello to all my lovelies and Jeanette, member for 18 months. And you know, I appreciate that so very much. And Linda Simpson. How are you today? Another one of my what? Dessert squads for 18 months. And the beautiful is Ursula. She said gifted one member. Oh wow. She have gifted a couple of people. Yay! Thank you so much, Ursula. That is so like, can we say awesome? Gigi, the crochet queen. How are you today? And I do have a guest. And before I bring my guest up, let me play this song for you. Hold on. Y'all know I'm bad with this, right? Ooh, child. I'm gonna get it all the way together one of these old days. One of these days. Let's see. Ursula, this is for you. Ursula, big hugs to you. Big hugs to you. Thank you so much, my beautiful sister. I appreciate that so very much. That is just a so awesome. Okay, it is so awesome. So, without further ado, Roberta, let them know, Roberta, one of my what dessert squad. Let them know how long you've been in the dessert squad game. It's 12 months. Great way to spend Sunday morning. Thank you so much. Go ahead and grab your project if you have not already. If you just chilling today because it's one of those kind of days, a chill day, that is fine as well. I am going to be working on my blanket. So if you guys missed my video on Friday of me asking you guys a question, please take a second out, go back, check out that video, and let me know what you guys what your opinion is. Help a sister out. I would appreciate that so very much. But if you are working on something today, let me know, what are you working on, and also how is the weather where you at your neck of the woods. Without any further ado, because I'm gonna need some support today, and I'm going to drop my link for others who wants to come up. But let me see if my guest is ready to make her grand appearance. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me give me this. Can you see me? I don't know if she can see me. All right. There's the thumbs up.
I can see you.
There's how are you today? Thank you so
It's so
much.
chilly. We've got a winter's day
Chilly.
here. It's winter. Winter has arrived. So I tell
Oh,
you,
really? Well,
5 days of rain, 17 degrees Celsius, which is what? 17 times 2 equals plus 30, 64. So for us, that's cold. Rain,
Now,
wind.
with the rain and the wind, that's what makes it cold, right? Girl, don't even worry about it. But there's
Yeah.
Jessica, your beautiful daughter. Hi, Jessica. She say, "Mommy, virtual hugs." That's so beautiful. Hey, Pamela, another one of my what dessert squad. Thank you so much. Sandrine, good morning. And Linda Simpson, she said it's cold and wet here in the UK. I am working on my star flower motif blanket. Awesome. That is really nice. Good morning, Jackie. Jackie said morning. Good morning, Jeanette and Ursula and everyone in the chat. Thank you, ladies, so much for being here with us this morning because I had to bring on my beautiful sister early. You know, we can't waste any time. Let's bring her on up ASAP, right? Some of you guys, like Ursula,
yes.
you guys have things that you all present before you actually bring somebody up. I ain't got nothing to present. Come on up. That's what I say. Good morning, Tina from Cartwright Rose. She said, good morning, Jeanette.
What did you say?
I am number 6 thumbs up and I watch all the ads. Hello to everyone else in the chat. Listen, so I already had my cup of coffee and I have this new creamer that is called coconut cream. Oh my goodness. Oh, that creamer is so delicious. It's so delicious. So I had my nice cup of coffee. So you know I have to chase coffee with water. You know that already about me. So let me know what you guys are working on. Ursula, what are you working on?
I'm working in the ends
what you got on your
of this is a mandala that's coming out not this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. And so I'm just working in ends. And
working in
this Tuesday coming, which is we're getting another. Wait, let me grab it. This one's coming out on this Tuesday. This is my granny. I asked my viewers, what must I call this one? So this one's going to be the lazy snowflake mandala, because this you see there, the red bites into the white like a snowflake.
Oh wow, it is so beautiful. You know, the thing about doing patterns or doing, especially if you're going to do something and make it out to be a tutorials, you know what catches people's eyes are the colors that you use. So if you use the right yarn, that would draw more attention to your video. If you use plain colors, if they like you, they'll watch it. But if you got those popping type of colors going on, it works out so much better. You get better views if you go that route. So I'm interested. I said because I'm almost done with this blanket. You guys know I'm working on just the border right now. If you missed Friday, make sure you go back and check out that video. But the thing about it is I am just making a border right now, and then I can start making those mandalas and in a couple of patterns that I want to make from Linda Simpson as well. So that is what I'm going to be doing as soon as I finish this this blanket here, because I have had this blanket. This blanket is really too small to have been on my crochet hook as long as it's been. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad, but it's true.
It's Tina say I'm not able to cross.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Tina say I'm not able to cross all still making turtles. I won't be able to do my show today either. Oh, Tina, that's okay. You know, when I say do the lives when you're able to do the lives, not because you have to do the lives. I gotta kind of want to do the lives. Actually, to be honest with you all, I thought I was going to be hanging out with one of my sisters today this morning, but she told me she had some other plans. And when Ursula, when you was reaching out to me, I was trying to see what was her plans today. And so when she got some personal things to do, I figured, let's go live. Good morning, Shondell. She said, good morning, Jeanette, Ursula, and everyone in the chat. How are you today? It is so good to see you. How is the weather where everybody
shared you out.
And you know, I
shared
appreciate
you
you.
out.
Yes. Ooh, share me out, girl. Share me out. It looks like it's gonna be another rainy day here in Chicago because we got a lot of gray skies, and so it might be a rainy day today, and that's probably why she wanted to go ahead and finish up what she needed to finish up, and that's okay because I do have a couple of loads of laundry that I'm doing right now. So anyway, so that's the blanket. I'm gonna continue to work on this blanket,
I love
finishing
it.
up the borders. Thank you so much, my beautiful friend. I can't talk about you enough. Every time I hit a granny square, somehow granny square and Ursula, it just goes together. If I know they say, okay, who is this Ursula that every time she shows granny squares, she mentioned her? I sure will, and I sure am. So I just want to finish that up, and then I want to make these beautiful doilies that you're making in Mandela, and I just got so many other patterns that I would like to tap at, but I had to finish up what I was working on, guys. I am not good with too much anything. Good morning, Jackie. Jackie say, I had a wonderful day yesterday. I saw my granddaughters, which is great. It was my first time attending a bridal shower. I talked to my eldest granddaughter late last night. Good conversation. Isn't that always the best? Good morning, Maribel. Maribel say, Jeanette and Ursula, hello. Hi, Lashira. How are you today? Oh, my goodness. Shondell said, I don't know what this is in Celsius, but it is 94 degrees where she at. 94 for us, that means it is extremely hot.
Yes,
that is
it's
hot, mama. Oh, my goodness. Stay cool, stay cool, stay cool. Oh, wow. That is okay. Yeah, it's probably going to be like in between the 40s or 50 today, Fahrenheit. So it's going to be a nice, cool day. So I figure, you know what? Let's get some things done. Get some things done and get some projects started. So that's always a blessing and always good to do. And Ursula, I am so glad that you're going to be sewing in all these loose strands while you are hanging out with your girl today. I appreciate that.
I'm so glad you're going live because I told my husband this morning, I wish if Jeanette goes live. Yesterday, I was already saying, if Jeanette goes live tomorrow, I want to be with her. Then this morning, my plan for today, and here by us, by the time you go live, it's evening. It's 5:15 now.
Right.
Our power has been off. It must go on in the next 45 minutes. So I'm on, those lights where I always say, the force be with you. Looks like a bar of light. So I've got 2 of those.
Girl.
I've got 2 of those. But I'm here, At least the phone was charged.
Yeah.
My sound is good, My sound is not choppy. My sound should be good because they fixed this phone. But I've got the other phone if I need to go on that phone.
Yeah,
it's up.
So I know you were saying that the guy was digging something or planting something outside and he ended up hitting a cord or hitting something that messed up the line.
Right through it. Right through it.
Wow.
Right through my fiber line.
Oh, wow. Maribel said it is rainy and very cool here today. Wow, that was like, what the heck? What was he thinking about?
No, well, you see, I must say he didn't know. He did not know. So, or he didn't do it on purpose, but still, it was like
of course not.
Shocker for me. When it's everybody always says, "Oh no, don't worry about it." But if it's your own life, you want it not only to run smooth, you want to get back in there. So
yeah,
I was just so grateful Linda was able to take over. So that was good. Okay, so I've done my ends. There you go.
That was good.
And I'm going to be working on my scrappy blanket. This thing needs to be done, when you need to get something off your needles and off your hook. this thing needs to be done. I need to see
Yeah.
the end of this
Yeah.
because there's only a few rows
Yeah, that's
left.
what I feel about this.
No
Yeah,
better
that's
place
what I
than
feel about
in a
this
live
one here.
stream.
But yes, better place in the live stream. Maribel, she said that it is raining and very cool there today. Lashira said, I'm fine, Jeanette. Thanks for asking. How are you? I am doing fine. Hey, Gloria, for Miss Glow Crochet. She said, good morning, Jeanette, Ursula, and everyone in the chat. How are you today? Thank you guys for being here, and thank you so much for the thumbs up. I feel you. I understand completely. That's where I was doing. So, Ursula, I was like, some of these things needs to get done with all the loose strands sewn in and all that. So I'm going to finish up the yellow that I have. Hey, Linda said, hi, Jeanette. Have you dropped your link? Okay, I can. Let's do that again. Ursula showed me how. I don't know why, Ursula, I was doing that so well. Give me 1 second, Linda. I was doing that so well, dropping my link. And then all of a sudden, it just escaped. It really escaped me of me dropping.
You know what happens sometimes?
What is going on?
You know what happened to me once is instead of going to StreamYard on the top and saying copy, and I email it to myself, I said cut, and I email it to myself. So by the time I wanted to drop that link, there was no link to drop. And I didn't understand. Where did it go? Who's going to believe me? This little piece of gray is empty. If you want me, I can forward it to her if you want.
No, I dropped
Just saying.
It's dropped now, Linda. I just needed to drop. It's dropped. So there it is. There it is, Linda.
Drop it while it's hot.
I dropped it.
Go, Linda. Go, Linda.
Sometimes I can have my I know what I'm supposed to do, but it doesn't all sync together. It's be like a puzzle almost, like trying to get this puzzle together. But here's my beautiful friend. Let's add her. Hi.
Hello. Hi, Ursula. Hi, Jeanette. How are you?
Good. And how are
you? Good to see you.
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad at all.
Not too bad. I know Linda is so excited to be getting ready to go on what holiday? Yes.
Vacation. Yay.
Yeah. That is always a beautiful. Listen, I am so overdue for vacation. I'm just overdue for it. I need a vacation like a fish need water. I mean, I feel like I really need a vacation.
Year.
So
like 2 years ago already.
Yeah. Soon as the sea came on the scene, all my vacation has been on vacation. So it's time for me to take a vacation, get away, and just have some new memories to create. I'm trying to create new memories, okay, guys? Okay.
Yeah.
So going on vacation is going to help me create some new memories, okay? Linda, what you got on your hook or your needles? What you got?
I'm trying to get you stuck in your.
Ursula, you okay, Ursula? You okay?
Did you hurt your head?
Ooh.
I got so dizzy.
So I'm just attaching my motif to my starflower blanket.
Yes,
I love it.
I'm
loving it.
That is looking good.
And I'm using this yarn. This is J Hook Crochet Reggie's 2021 Advent. So I'm using it all up to make motifs and join the motifs. It's just going, there's no kind of time limit. I just do it if I've got a spare hour or two in between all my other whips.
You guys and your whips, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. No, not you guys and your whips. Linda is a lot of whip girl, and I'm the very few whip girl. Like 2 whips 3 is maximum. maximum. And then I'm including a one that's going to last all year.
Well, I've finished 2 whips this week, so I'm down from however many I had. So I'm down 2. So I'm not starting anything else until I come back off my vacation. So.
Linda says she got -2. She don't know how many exactly she has, but -2 because she finished 2. Now, my maximum is 3 as well. I've been that route and I get anxious and I don't like to get anxious. So I keep it at 3. So Linda, I got a couple of tutorials I'm going to be doing with the stars and things that you made. And definitely I want to make those doilies that Ursula is making, and those are my projects. I don't even want to see anything else until I do those because I can't, you guys. The way that my nerves are set up, you guys, as I get older, I got to keep everything at a minimum, okay? At a minimum.
And I suppose I have that many because I kind of have knitting as well as crochet. Mine are not all crochet, so I that for me that works for me. So any given day I can work on 2 knit projects and 2 crochet projects, or if I'm finishing a project, I just work on that until it's done. Get it done.
Get it done. Hashtag
getting it done. Doing a Linda.
Yes, doing a Linda, getting it done. That is the way to go.
Get it done.
No. And many projects keep Linda calm. It does not keep me calm. I know. Linda says if Linda doesn't have a many, it stresses her out. She doesn't have variety. But for me, it's like, woo, these guys all waiting to be done. What? Look at the queue. That's what's look at the queue.
Ursula, can I put you on? Ursula, can I put you on solo so you can show those doilies again, so everybody can get excited to do them? Let's get them. Good morning, Tanika. She said, "Hello, ladies. Just stopping by to say hey, Jeanette and friends. Thank you so much, Tanika. I appreciate it so much. Look at that.
This is published last week, so they're out already. This is one and the same pattern. Just shows you different colors, okay? So this one is last week, came out. Okay. Ooh. And this Tuesday, it's going to be, and I asked my viewers, help me choose a name. And the name I chose was Lacy Snowflake Mandala. Oh, so there we go.
Beautiful.
And this one's coming out on Tuesday. Beautiful. And then the Granny Mandala. Of course, you've got to have a Granny Mandala.
So beautiful. So beautiful. See? I love it. I love it. I love it. And we can, I wanted everybody.
I love the fact that you can put it. My mom asked me to make this one for her. I showed it already. And she's got a yellow cushion and there's blue and then the neutrals. So this is going to go on her coffee table. And that was the inspiration for this Lacy Snowflake. And this is only 3 colors, but this one's 4. It just shows you, it's right what you say, Jeanette. Colors is everything. It'll draw you or push you away from a project.
Yeah, so I think those are definitely drawing me near. There's my beautiful sister, you guys, Christine. Hey, sis. She said, good morning, sis. And everyone in the chat, enjoy your day. Sandel say, that is beautiful. I cannot wait to, because I got some colors that I would really like to make something. You know how you got your yarn? And at the timing of you get the yarn, you kind of got an idea. But after the yarn sits for a while, you don't know what to do with it. You say, okay. I had an idea when I first with it. So those doilies and Linda Simpson stars is a perfect project for me. And I don't even want to think about anything else to make. I just want to make you guys tutorials, share it on your Facebook pages, and just be at peace. You know what I mean? Sometimes your projects gotta be peaceful. I want some peaceful projects. And what I always say this too, when somebody's doing a tutorial, even if I'm not going to make the tutorial, I'll still watch the video so I can just see what kind of stitches you're using to give you that, you know, that view and everything like that. Because sometimes by just watching it, you be like, it really wasn't complicated. I think I can do that. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Aisha.
Oh, yeah.
Aisha said, hi, everyone in the chat, in the panel. How are you today, Aisha?
Hi, everyone.
So that's where I'm at with it. Just do what you enjoy. And that's why I give myself 3 projects, because I get bored from doing that one. And I'll pick up the second one. Maybe the second one is kind of getting on my nerves. So I pick up the third one. So I can alternate those patterns, those whips, so I can always stay interested. You know what I mean? Honey, because if it ain't interested, if it's not interested, go ahead and frog it and try it again. Because it's just not interested anymore. And that's okay too. That is okay.
And my thing for this
Congratulations
year
to
was,
Aisha.
My thing for this year was that I only make things that make me happy. If I start something and it's not making me happy, then it gets frogged. You know.
Yeah.
Life's too short to stress over a project if it's getting on your nerves.
Oh, yes, Linda.
Definitely.
I don't want my project to get on my nerves. That's supposed to be our way of de-stressing and relaxing and all those things. But when that project, because some people say stick with it, and sometimes you do need to stick with it because the outcome can be so fantastic.
Well,
but
just
when I feel my pressure is rising, park it, think about it, come back to it, and if it's still making you feel that way, then it's a good time to frog it. But some of my projects that I really was like, you know what, you're not the one for me. But once I finished it, I was like, this is amazing. I really love this. This is pretty, you know, I'm glad I stuck with it. You know, you have those projects that you are glad you stuck with it. But if I check my thermometer and it's saying high blood pressure, then I must frog it. Oh, thank you so much, my beautiful friend Ursula. Let me play this tune for you. Hey, Passion for Yarn. Elaine, how are you today?
Hi, Elaine.
Hello, sweetie.
Now, you guys heard me saying congratulations to Aisha Handmade because she reached her 400 subscribers goal. So now she's on to the next one. Yeah.
Excellent. That's awesome, Aisha.
You got to take them in increments of 100 because if you try to go any faster than that, it might not work out. There is the beautiful Ashley from Sunflower Creative Showcase and Crochet. She said, hello, Sis Jeanette, my beautiful Ursula, my blue eyes, Linda. How are you today? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. So, yeah, we are excited about Aisha. I'm excited for anyone that's setting goals. Don't stop setting goals for yourself. Life is boring if you don't have goals, okay? When you have goals, it gives you a purpose. We all need purposes, right? So with having those goals, it's really good. So we want to, if you guys are not part of Aisha Handmade, check her out. She's a beautiful, beautiful crocheter and stitch marker maker and jewelry maker. So check her out. There's another one of my Dessert Squad, Margie Crafty Corner. Hey, Margie, how are you today? Ashley said hello to all. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for these thumbs up. Y'all, Linda, Ursula, everybody in chat, I did this giveaway. I got this giveaway going on in which I will be choosing a winner on Tuesday. And it's called 100 thumbs up giveaway. When those arrows are in gray and they are facing the wrong direction, you got to do what you got to do to change those arrows to back green and going upward, right? And so
absolutely,
as much as I can get views on my videos, I don't always get the thumbs up. So I said, how do I help myself? So I said, how about I start having 100 thumbs up giveaways, and it's working.
Good for
Anybody
you.
use that method?
Good for you.
Hey, Priscilla said it was a great idea. And listen, there's no trademark for it. So if you need to use that method, please, by all means, do it for yourself. Because y'all know that when you're checking out your videos and checking out your YouTube studio, it lets you know how well you're doing or how not so well you're doing. And so in your mind, you could be doing great. But if the numbers doesn't reflect that, then, that's how it goes. So I start doing that.
Absolutely.
And it is open worldwide. Yeah, so I start doing that. And that's what I'm be doing every time I see that number going in the wrong direction. I need those grays to stay green, okay? Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying you gotta have the right.
Ooh, I tell you.
Well, I started knitting a shawl last year, December, and I was going to frog it. So I put it in timeout, and I decided yesterday that I'm not going to frog it, and I'll show you what I'm doing.
Yay for the show.
Yeah, so it's by Stephen West, the same designer who did that.
Yes.
And this is what I've done so far. So I've been working on it.
Oh, how can you frog that? Oh, that's too pretty to frog. It's beautiful. Linda, you've done a super job there. Oh, that's a super job.
So I think it was this lot that was making me not happy. So I just put it away, and I thought, right, just put it in the garage, put it in Linda's garage, and just leave it. But I picked it back up yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I picked it back up and I thought, right, come on, Linda, get your finger out and get it finished.
It is beautiful,
I
Linda.
love it.
And you know what?
I'm
sorry, I didn't frog that. I'd be crying.
So they're the stitches, guys. I've got like 100 and nearly 200 stitches on. Well, I have got 200 stitches on there.
Wow. Linda, that is too much work. You put in that to take that down. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I thought, you know what, guys, I'm going to finish it. And this is the pattern, just so you can see it. There it is.
Hold on. Oh, wow. I like that color too.
Nice.
That's a beautiful teal and blue.
I'm on here now. So I've not got much to do really, guys. It's just I don't know. So anyway, I've got it back out yesterday and I thought, you know what? I'm going to finish it.
As well as you should. As well as you should, because that was a lot of work. Yes. Hi, Carrie. How are you?
No, Classy. It's not hard.
She's from down under, so it's late, Panther.
Oh, wow.
Hi,
She's in Australia. What time is it there? Thank you so much for being here, even in the late wee of hours. I appreciate that. Linda, with that much time and dedication that you put in for what you have done, I think it's worth to finish it on off. And sometimes projects are just a one-time ordeal. I'm gonna make this project, but I don't think I'll make it again. I'm gonna finish it because I did it, and I'm not gonna make it again. It's a little bit too much. Back to work. Have a great day every evening. Thank you so much, Gloria. Gigi, the crochet queen. Thank you so much
Gigi.
for just being here. Carrie say, do you ever make something you really hate? I made this hoodie and I plan to store it in the garage.
In the garbage? She wants to store it in the garbage. Oh no.
Garbage? I thought that said garbage. I thought that said garage.
Hey, Carrie.
Oh no.
Oh my word. Donate it.
Yes, I was just going to say donate it. Donate it. Donate.
Someone else might think it's pretty.
Yes.
Like I said, some projects you make, and because you got so far in it, you finish it, but it's a one-time ordeal. I'm going to make it, and I will never make it. That's the same one. Ursula.
I only ever make, unless I need to, I only ever make one project once. Like, I'll never redo that shawl again. I'll never redo this mosaic blanket. I've done it. It's finished. Move on. Because there's so much out there to learn, isn't there? There's so much out there to learn.
Yeah, I agree. She said, laugh out loud. I hate it so much. Kara said she hates that hooded so much. Pastor Brown say a Stephen West shawl is on my bucket list. Awesome. Carrie said,
I hope that's a short list.
You say I can't make it look professional. It looks like a 4-year-old did it. Oh wow.
Oh my sweetheart.
Yes, you know, it's a trial and error. Sometimes you can make it in. And some of them you have to be like making sure the count is correct, because one stitch off can change the whole project. You be like, what did I do wrong here? Yeah, and it's just one stitch was off. And now you got to rip it and say, oh, that's where I made my error at. Sometimes I keep that error and keep going. I'm like, I'm not even going back to whatever. So this part that looks a little off is just my spin on it, because I'm not frogging. I'm too far to frog. So
it was intended. It wasn't a mistake, Gina. It was intended. It's a new design feature. It was a design feature. It's a design. It's part of the design, guys.
It's part of the designs. Sometimes we point it out to others, like, do you see? But I be saying sometimes I'm not going to point it out and see, does anybody recognize it? So sometimes we highlight where we made the error at. I'm not highlighting anything. It's part of what it is.
This is it. There's no mistake. There's no design feature. This is it. This is how it should be. End of story.
Exactly.
I know it's a little wonky, but that's okay. Hey, the beautiful Nikki from the Everyday Life of a OCD-ish chick. How are you today?
Hi, Nikki.
She said, happy Sunday, Jeanette panel. Moss and Chats, how are you today? So I'm not highlighting any of my errors. I'm just going to keep it going. Sometimes you have to. Now, sometimes you just got to frog it and be like, okay, this is just too noticeable, even for my taste. This is just a little much right here. But other times I just let it flow. I just let it go. Like, it is what it is. It was what it was, and it is what it is. And let's keep this train going forward.
Let's keep the train going. Let's keep the train going.
But I really don't have a lot to go on this blanket. It's just that, it's a knit project, and there's so many lovely crochet projects. And I'm like, okay, do I still feel the joy here? No, not really. But the challengers are keeping me accountable. So I'm like, okay, you can do it. You've done so many. There's only a little bit to go still. Just do so many rows. If you really put your mind to it, you can get it done in a weekend. So then I do some mandalas, and then I come back and I'm like, Okay, just do another few rows. The best place to do this, the kind of thing you don't like, which is mindless, is in a live stream. Because then you sit there and you know, okay, for the next hour or two, I'm going to sit here and do this. So thank you,
Yes.
Jeanette. This is where I'm going to do it today. 2 hours. I'm going to do this.
You know, however I can help. However I can help. Carrie says she just sent you an email, Ursula. Not sure if it's the right address, but I guess she's going to send you a picture of this item that she made. So listen, Carrie, you know, trial and error, try again till you get it all down until it looks professional. I don't think my work ever looked professional. It just looked complete to me. My work is complete. Professional, I don't know. I mean, it's your own definition of what's your definition of professional. But I can tell you this: all the loose strands are sewn in, and everything is done to the best of accent. She said, "Yes, I sent you the pictures." So she sent you the pictures, Ursula, which is good. So don't be too hard on yourself. I just want everything to stay fun and easy and relaxing for me, and I do it. And these projects, Linda, are you going to take? I know you're going on vacation, but are you going to take any work on any projects on vacation, or no?
Yeah,
you have to, don't you?
Oh yeah, I can't.
She actually found out that
hubby said to me, I found yarn shops where I'm staying. I found yarn shops. I checked last night, and they're there. I didn't hallucinate or I didn't dream them. So I'm taking a shawl pattern with me, a brand new shawl that I'm going to be doing, and some socks. I'm going to be making some shorty socks. So I'm taking knitting and a crochet with me projects.
Oh wow! So
can I show you?
To be seeing some
Carrie's.
We're going to be seeing some new
sweater.
Yarn.
Let me see if I can show you. Wait, it needs to. You know how it needs to get rid of the light. Get rid there.
There we are.
See there?
Oh, that's lovely.
Wait, let me see. And there, 2, 3.
I love it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do too. Beautiful.
That is
That's
awesome.
beautiful,
yes.
Carrie.
That's it.
I love it, Carrie.
Yes. Carrie,
yeah, it's
I don't know what you're moaning about. I mean to say, personally, I've never even done a hoodie. So I can't remember ever doing a hoodie.
Wow, I absolutely love it.
That's gorgeous. Well done,
You're
Carrie.
too strict on yourself, Carrie.
Carrie, were you pulling our leg? That looks so awesome. Hi, Angie. Angela for Angie Treasure. How are you today?
So this is my
hello, sweetie. It's beautiful.
This is my bag that's got my things in what I'm taking away on holiday with me.
That's optimistic.
Linda, that is awesome. That's awesome.
So I've got some sock yarn to do some shorty socks.
Okay. Awesome.
One shorty sock. 2 socks. You've got more than one.
Shorty socks. It won't take me long to do. And then I've got this shawl that I'm going to be doing.
Oh, can I sew those? Let me see.
Yeah, you can show it.
Oh, wow. I like those edges.
Beautiful.
Yeah, just hold on. I'll show you it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
That is so lovely.
Because I'm going to a hot country, I'm using tencel and bamboo.
Okay.
So that's the yarn I'm going to be using. It's so soft and squishy, and So I couldn't take anything
What?
acrylic because it's going to be really, really hot. So that bag is all ready and waiting to be packed.
What type of yarn is that? Is that cotton, Linda?
It's bamboo
What
and
type of yarn?
tencel. It's bamboo and tencel.
Okay.
Is that bamboo
Okay.
with a bling?
And it's really, I'm not sure if you can see the shine on it. I know the sun's shining on it
Yeah.
at the moment. It's been raining. We've had hailstones here today, guys. I'm kid you not, hailstones. So yes, so that's the color.
Wow.
Hailstones and now
So
sunshine?
beautiful.
Yeah. There must be a rainbow
Ellie
somewhere.
and
And the hailstones were like that. They were that big.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Carrie
Margaret
said,
G.
Hi,
she said it
Margaret.
doesn't have the right shape. I wanted it to be not flat, more puffy. But whoever is wearing it, the little girl that's wearing it, she's wearing it so well. Margaret, good morning. She said, good morning, Jeanette, and good day, Ursula and Linda. Hello to all in the
Hello,
chat.
Margaret G.
How are you today? Margie said, I'm currently designing my 4th Tunisian crochet bow hole cardigan while working on my 3rd one. Use the arrowhead stitch. Oh, wow. Arrowhead says that is going to be a beautiful shawl, Linda. It's going to be beautiful. I love that color.
Thank you.
It's going to be
vintage.
And Linda is going to get done with it so fast. You see it one day, and the next day she said, well, here it is, guys. I'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm just getting the yarn together, and she already showcasing it.
Oh dear.
I have
Katie, what
my
about
yarn together,
adding-
and she already. I feel like, you know.
But Linda plans.
Again,
Katie, what about adding a drawstring around? I mean, if you want it to be more puffy, just add a drawstring so you can sort of pull it in a little bit more. You know, a drawstring pulls it in at the bottom, maybe like a bomber jacket. If that's more the look you're looking for, just put a drawstring at the back and just so it's just a bunch of chains, and then you just weave it through, and then just saying.
Yeah. And put a little
maybe
bead, a wooden bead on the end, so it so it stays like that, and just another added feature to it.
Yes. Oh my goodness!
Said,
I'm like wasting.
She said at the bottom, a bomber jacket. That's what's the look that she was going after.
Yes.
Okay. You
redid the edges 5 times, but okay. The thing is, try putting a drawstring.
She said I redid the edges 5 times. Too big twice. I have done that, Carrie. I have done that on several occasions. Like one time I can do something and my hood will be perfect. I do that same pattern for that hood and it comes out a little bit too wonky. And I say, oh yeah, that's the look I was intended for it to be. Hey, Jamie from Jamie Hood. Good morning.
Hi,
good morning, Marlene. How are you today? Thank you all so much for being
Sounds
here.
like
Thank
Carrie,
you for the thumbs up. We say too many.
Carrie is right to
not
just light a match to that bomber jacket. She's gonna light it up. Oh, the joy of God. You know, because I'm listening to Carrie and I'm like, ooh, if I felt like that, I'd be ready to put a match to it and watch it burn. Okay, now you're not going to get me again. Gone. Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting her to say that.
Listen, is that too aggressive for you? You know what? Granny D sometimes says, the things that I'm like, I would be sitting next to my, in front of my laptop here, listening to Granny D doing a live. And it's just like she would be saying something that is, I so did not expect it, that I can't stop laughing. That's how it is. Hey. Yes, Kitty.
It's killed her. It's killed her. She's gone.
Listen, obviously, guys, this just tells you Jeanette has never felt about a project like that she wants to light a match to it. That's all. Kitty, I've been there. That's why I'm like, she's down in the outback. All you have to do is light a match. So.
Oh my God. I wasn't expecting you to say that. Oh wow. I be honest, I have never had a project that I ever thought about lighting a match to. Oh my God.
Exactly. Listen, guys, I hope the bathroom is closed for DIY.
Yes, definitely.
I really wasn't expecting you to say that.
Welcome in, Doris. Welcome in.
We always say, frog it, put it to the side, park it. Never have I ever heard someone say, put a match. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna have to use that. Oh wow.
There's some emotion there.
Guys. You just never
that
know
did
what
her
people
in.
are gonna say. You just never know. I don't know. Did someone else come in? But thank you guys so much for being here. Oh my goodness.
Kitty.
I don't know. Larace, good morning. You say good morning. My first time listening to the chat. Very interesting. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so very much.
Yeah,
this is your first time, and I hope it's not your last time. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, you don't want to miss out.
You say it's 2 a.m. and you are making me laugh too loud. She says it's 2 a.m. Carrie says 2 a.m. where she's at. She's in Australia. 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Hey, Bonnie. Bonnie, good morning. How are you, Bonnie? Good to see you.
Bonnie.
I'm sorry, guys. You never know what someone is going to say that really tickles your bone. And that got all the way down to my bones. We always say when something doesn't make you happy to park it, come back to it, frog it. And never have I ever heard someone say that's burning, girl.
Never have I ever. Never
ever have I ever heard that. So thank you, Ursula. I really needed that laugh. It's always good to laugh. Good. Laughter is medicine, guys. It's good for you. It's good for you. There's my beautiful friend, Priscilla from Distinctive Crochet. She said, hi, beautiful.
Hi, Priscilla.
And lovely ladies on the panel. Hello to all in the chat. I'm well today. I hope you are too. Yes, I'm doing well. Marlene said my husband is going to be at the height of his glory next week. JK, my doctor found a spot on my vocal cord. So when it removes, I won't be able to talk, not even whisper for a whole week. Oh, so your husband going to enjoy that, right? Oh, wow. This Sanita, hey, Sanita.
Hi, Sanita, sweetie.
Hi, y'all. Laughter is good medicine. It is good medicine. She said her husband is going to be in a good place because her vocal cords, she's not going to be able to talk or whisper. Do men hate us talking that much? I know sometimes we can talk a lot. I know I do.
No. You just tell him, write him a note because you can still do the look and sign language. Because it's not going to be gone forever. It's coming back. And when it's coming back, you better watch out. You better take care.
Do not make me mad.
Coming back with a vengeance. What you say, Linda?
I said we
Linda,
got
what did
the
you say?
look. All we have to do is just give the look,
Oh,
and
we
you'll
got
go,
the look.
whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know what she's saying, and she didn't even open her mouth. You can talk with your hands and
Don't
your
you worry,
eyes,
Marlene.
says Maribel.
You are not your voice.
Carol, how are
You are not your
today?
voice.
Yeah, Carol, thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for coming in, and thank you for the lovely thumbs up. Yeah, women's, we have a way of talking without saying one word. Yeah, you better listen to me. Look at my eyes.
Yes.
When you stop
Tell
talking,
him it's
men are scared.
It's a vocal cord operation, not an eye operation. I'm
No.
still seeing everything.
Not
an ear operation. I'm hearing everything.
Yeah, eyes, ears, and hands still work, guys. Still work. I'm Bonnie. I'm really well, thank you. Thank you for asking, and welcome in. Thank you.
She said when you stop talking, men get scared.
Yes.
Jamie said use your
What
phones.
are you all working on? Tell
Jamie
us what you're all working on.
Listen, did you hear
Sorry,
what Jamie
Jenny.
said? Jamie said start texting him if you can't talk. Just text. The look says it all. Yes.
You can
my
be,
mom
you can
talked
be
to
typing
me.
to Alexa,
my mom was
asking Alexa to say that to him. Tell him in Alexa's voice, Hubby, would you mind getting me a cup of tea, please? Now. Just now. I want it just now already. Imagine that. Oh my word.
Oh, wow. Bonnie say good to you. What you say, and everyone. Let's see. Bonnie said good to you, and yay, I'm excited. Already record. Marlene said I'm already recording my do's and don'ts. She said she's already writing down her do's and don'ts before the surgery.
She's recording it. She's just gonna press play. Play. Hey, there's many ways to talk. There's many ways to talk. Yeah.
I bet husband's absolutely scared to death now. What's she recording?
It's scared. Yeah, she said that's genius. Pre-record working. Regina from Adon's World says she is working. Want to see what you're working on? She's working on a kids in a lion's costume. Recently finished the kids in a shark costume. Oh, awesome!
Nice.
Bonnie said that was good to see you all. Yes. Margaret said I am currently working on my cable afghan. This is a lengthy. Yeah, she said this is a lengthy project. My hands can only handle so much crocheting of the cables. Yeah, cables can be a little much. He will say nothing is wrong with your hands and leg. Yeah, nothing wrong with your hands and your legs. I can tell your whole story without saying one word to you. Yeah, you understand. Cables are a lot of work because you got to dig in the bottom stitch and bring it forward and going back and forward. So
have you done it, Jeanette? Have you done crochet cables? All right. Yes. Okay. I've only done it once, and I can tell you what, once was enough. Thank you. I'd rather knit them than crochet cables.
I tell you who pattern I use. Priscilla from Distinctive Crochet had a pattern to make a cow neck head and cow neck scarf with the cables, and that's how I learned to do cables, because I followed her tutorial. I always wanted to make the cables, but when she came out with it, it was much better. Let's see. You said he would say not okay. So Jamie said, laugh out loud. Mine would be really, you think that goes there? It could be applied so many scenarios. I know. I'm working on a summer top, says Bonnie. And let's
nice,
see. Margaret said, wouldn't it be so bad if I only use one strand of weight for yarn, but I am using 2 strands. Oh, wow. Carrie said,
Wow.
well, I just
Oh,
needed to set fire. Listen what Carrie said. Carrie said, well, I just needed to set fire to a hoodie. Then I can move on to wrecking a pair of shorts with a 4mm hook. Do you find it stupidly hard to go? Is it stupidly hard to go from 9mm to a, yeah, I do. When you working with a large hook and then you drop down to a smaller hook, your hands got to get adjusted from using that bigger hook to small. A lot of people stay away from smaller crochet hooks, and a lot of people stay away from larger hooks. So it's all what your preference is. Bonnie say, I never crocheted a top. I actually was going to look for the second part in the video, and I found you all instead. But I'm good with that. Oh, awesome, Bonnie. I'm so glad
Brilliant.
that I was on, so you was able to catch me.
thank you,
Marlene said, my son calls me. Yes, Marlene said, my son calls me every morning. He says it's going to be rough on him. So he wanted a recording. Good morning, honey. Love you. Bless your heart. Oh, I try to do that for my daughter, calling her all the time, letting her know that I, love her and have a great day, so they could be able to hear that on a daily basis. You don't know how that can change a person's day by hearing you say, have a great day. And let's see. You say, oh, Marlene, that is so sweet. It is easy, Bonnie. 2 square leaves gaps for heads and arms. Yeah, it's really not that hard. And all the Nightbox links, if you guys see any links that Nightbox is dropping and you're not part of their channel, please take a second out and see if you're part of their family and join their family. It would be so awesome. The more, the merrier.
yes.
Yeah, right. I am working on another baby blanket. Oh, awesome, Angie.
Oh, Angie. Nice.
This is going to be categorized as a baby blanket as well. Even when I make the border to this one, it's not big enough to be like a lap gainer. I guess you could put on your lap. It all depends. So I don't know.
I like for a toddler because I find those colors lovely and bright. Toddlers, okay, well, here by us, toddlers usually use those nice and popping colors. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So
when they have the afternoon nap.
Or a baby, or whoever may want it, whatever. So working on your projects, it keeps you sane a lot of times because you look forward to finish them. And like I always tell everybody, once I get finished, I'm getting ready for the next one anyway. So I might as well calm down because I'm getting ready for the next one. Bonnie said I made the top, the sleeves and bottom necks is in 3 part. Oh, it's one of those types. Got it through. I'm not real good when I'm making like garments when they have different parts that you got to add to it. Like the sleeves are separate, the back, the front, the waist, everything. So I'm not good with those types of top. Any advice to get straight edges without wrecking the stitch count?
Stitch markers. I am not good, Carrie, with edges. So what I do is when I do that first stitch, before I even finish that stitch, I put the stitch marker in so I know there is where it must go in. Otherwise, I just I battle to see it, and I don't want to be battling every time. So I just keep a stitch marker in the start and the finish of a row, especially single crochet, half double crochet. I tell you, those do me in. It's like, what are they playing hide and seek? See if you can find me. She's coming to get me. I'm going to be hiding. No.
That can happen. Those stitch markers are always good to keep everything on track.
Stitch markers are your best friend. Yes, they are, Margaret. I just thought that
exactly,
and you'd said it. Yeah. They're your best friend, guys. Stitch markers, definitely. And I use a lot of them in my knitting as well. So yeah, they're definitely a lifesaver.
And it's right what you said, Jeanette, about thicker hooks, because I've been working a lot with a 3mm, 3.25, and a 3.75. So the other day, with your blanket, hello, with your blanket, I started with a 4mm hook. And I'm like, this feels like a fat crayon. And 4mm used to be my favorite. And I'm like, it's like going from a full pen to a crayon. What's going on here? So, but I am so enjoying that blanket. For those of you who haven't joined us in the blanket, the circular blanket, guys, you must join in. Jeanette is doing this. Hey, you've got yours done. Mine's not done yet, but
mine's not done
you
yet.
know, I am doing plig voor plesier. First, what is it? Duty, and then pleasure. Just gotta do it. But hey, this blanket's got, it's sassy. Get in on it. Get in on it. Well, join us. Jeanette's giving us the whole year. So I like that, Jeanette, when you give us the whole year. Cotton. Mine's with cotton. You said we could use anything, but I'm using cotton. Or what?
Mine's I'm still working on it. Let me solo myself. So mine's is still in the works.
As you get scraps, you add. Just excuse me for a moment.
As I get scraps.
Yes. It's beautiful.
That looks wonderful. Beautiful. Is it just all double crochet? Is it all double crochet, Jeanette?
It's all double crochet. I don't know how well it's showing, but it is all double crochet because my computer will mess up on you in a second. It is all double crochet, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So let's do this. Let me go back. So let's do this. Chandel says she's working on a C2C blanket.
Nice.
And a doll. Chandel, her work is just amazing. If you guys are not familiar with Classy Handmade, man, her amigurumis are professionals. Maribel said, I'm working on a crochet cardigan granny stitch top. Now following a tutorial by Crochet Cakes on the YT. Yes. Let's see. You said, let's see. Carrie, it's Linda Simpson design. It's a Linda Simpson design. Don't worry, Bonnie. It doesn't turn out great. Yeah. So anyway,
and I put DIY creations, and then it'll come up. I've typed DIY creations, Carrie, so the link should come up.
Yeah, just type in my name and it'll come up. Bonnie said that's what I use to chew markers everywhere because I have to, even when I don't call for it. Yeah, stitch markers, it just really helps to have them, regardless if you need them or not, just have them in case you do. I learned how to crochet doing circle rugs with a plastic bread wrap. I was in the second grade. Oh, wow.
Thank you, Carrie.
Wow.
Those wraps go. That's gorgeous. Wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So if you're not, if you have not joined in on the crochet along, which is the circular blanket, and you're just using your scrap yarns, you know, these are yarns that we set to the side and probably never get any more love and attention. This is a great way to use it. And even if you don't have any use for it, bless somebody with the blanket. So, you know, you don't have to have a house full of blankets and things like that. Somebody else would be so grateful, whether they're homeless or a family member or someone that you can bless with those blankets. Mine is for my grandchildren. So I got to keep mine. But yeah, so just type in DOY Creations and Nightbox will drop your link. And once you see the link is dropped, all you need to do is
get connected.
Click on it. Join the family. Natural Creations, good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. You say I am late.
Hey, Susan.
There's no such thing as late. Any time is a good time to come into any of our lives. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or the whole time. I appreciate it. You said just got home from church. My fairy treasure, Angie, how are you today? You say hi, Jeanette, Ursula, Nanda, and everyone. You say stitch markers. Yeah. Ada, good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Before I learned what stitch markers was, I was using the bread twist ties. I was using bobby pins. I was using everything as a stitch marker. Stitch markers has come a long way. Do I say stitch markers has come a long way, or have I come a long way? I have come a long way because I used to use safety pins, bobby pins, the bread ties to do it, all kind of stuff. Maya, good morning. You say good morning, afternoon, ladies. I'm enjoying listening to you.
Hello,
all
Maya.
And get inspirational to start a baby blanket and to start the circular scrap. Oh, awesome.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Now, ladies, have you guys always, well, you guys, like Linda, you've been crocheting and knitting for a very long time, and Ursula, but was stitch markers a big thing, or were you using whatever you got your hand onto?
We had, I used to use, the nappy pins, because I did a lot of knitting first, and then I never really used stitch markers when I made the doilies when I was crocheting, because I was always in the round. I was doing a lot of doilies, and I just used to leave the hook in the yarn. It's only since I come back to the knitting and crocheting that I've noticed the stitch markers and all the different types of stitch markers and that. And I must say, when I'm doing my when I'm making my socks, when I'm knitting my socks, I use these light bulb stitch markers to mark, so both pair of socks are the same length on both legs, and the foot is the same. So every 10 rows I add one of these, and these are my go-to stitch markers. And then I use the other kind of stitch markers like this as my progress keepers. Or if I'm doing a blanket and that, and I need to know which is, especially when I'm doing motifs, I always like to put a stitch marker to tell me, right, Linda, this is the front of your blanket. So when I'm adding the motifs, I know which way I'm going. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
that
for me, I couldn't live without my stitch markers now. I don't know how I did before, but I did.
Yeah, I think I only started when I started up my YouTube channel again. I can't think that I used it a lot before. Don't recall.
You didn't start using stitch markers until you do it on YouTube? What did you say,
I think so. I can't remember that I did it before I started my YouTube channel.
Oh, wow. Margaret said, I like using a strand of yarn for project work in the rounds. I used to use a strand of yarn as a stitch marker. Bonnie said, I used to use paper clips for 40 years until I watched YouTube. She said she used paper clips for 40 years before she started watching YouTube. Oh, wow. Now, Tricia said, I thought I was the only one to use paper clip. Laugh aloud. I seem to have plenty of those all over. Hey, use what's available, right? Oh, wow. Camille, it's Cam Tam 97. She said, good morning, Sissy and Crochet family. Happy Sunday. I'm finally off on this beautiful Sunday. Thank you so much
Happy
for
Sunday
being
to you
here.
too.
Carrie said, I wonder what those
Spirals markers are for.
They just fall out.
It depends. Some of them have a very a small. If it's got a big hoop, yes, of course. You know, everything's not made fantastically, but those that are well done. I mean, this one is now. You know, why is the stuff so light? Okay, let me put it on this phone. But can you see there that that little hoop is very small, so it is going to stick.
Oh yeah.
Yes. If that little loop is
very small,
it's more than likely, unless you're going to be rough, you know. And but if you're just going to sit there, watch a movie, you know, no emotions that want to light a match, nothing like that. Calm, serene. But if you're going to be wild, I suggest you get those that can. These that can close up. What? This looks like very much like a baby's nappy thingy. That one.
Yeah. A baby's. We call it bobby pin. Yeah.
Bobby pin.
The thing about it is, yeah, we call it bobby pin. But it's. Then you said before YouTube, I never knew what a stitch mark was. I didn't even really know that term, stitch marker. I used to just want to know where I ended and where I needed to start. But when I got on YouTube, I was like, they got so many fancy names. I'm just so out of the loop. Hey, Kelly, I bring it every day.
Kelly. I was at the market.
How are you,
Kelly?
Today?
To me, a stitch marker just said X marks the spot. That's where I need to be. That's all. That's all. Now I hear the beautiful word, progress keeper, and I'm like, well, probably it keeps my progress. It's paid to do something, you know. Just mark the place, but okay.
Progress keeper.
Kelly, are you back home?
And I from when I started,
she bought some chenille yarn.
Oh, nice.
She bought a whole cone of chenille. Kelly, I did tell you, but you were so busy you didn't have time to check that chat. Ooh, tongue, don't get in a knot. But the thing is, I made DIY Creations a ruffle scarf with chenille. Mwah. I mean, that is the bomb. That scarf. Yeah. I rock that scarf. And when I wear it in winter coming, woo-hoo, when I put my ruffle scarf on, I just have to say it's DIY Creations. Check it out but Kelly, I don't know if you've got a plan for that chenille, but hey, I used chenille like that for her ruffle scarf.
I love it. Oh. And you know what? When I saw yours, Ursula, with the chenille, it looks so elegant. It looks more expensive.
I'm making it beautiful, man. You see, no extra charge for awesomeness.
It's just so fancy. Oh my goodness. Jamie said,
and it's yarn.
It's yarn, but it's beautiful. I like the safety pin style, but I like to use a different. What you say, I like to use different types of certain types of project. The thinner your yarn, the lighter the stitch marker. Absolutely. Angie said, Jeanette, I'm making paper beads on my live today. And I want to turn the handmade paper beads into stitch markers. Wow, how awesome is that going to be, Angie?
Ingrid from Ingrid Inspirations, she does stitch markers with hand. She makes beads with paper, and she actually does make stitch markers with the paper beads, and they look amazing. They really do. You know, Ingrid.
They must be really light.
Yeah,
must be very light.
Yeah.
the level of creativity with making stitch markers. That's why I say stitch markers has come a long way. The creativity of it all is so fantastic. And Jamie, you are right. All stitch markers are not made equally, because some stitch markers have heavier weight and they don't need to be on lighter yarn. You got to have those lighter clasps. So the lighter yarn, because I have used a heavier stitch marker on my DK weight and it kind of weighed it down some. So I realized I needed to use a more delicate stitch markers. So there's all kind of stitch markers out here. Jamie said that would be cool for my favorite trick. Yeah, Granny D is in the house. Another one of my dessert squads.
Granny D.
Hello, sweet and classy Jeanette, darling, Ursula, and Linda. Howdy to the chatters. I'll be lurking as I hope to finally complete this lap game. You can always come up here and do a few rolls.
Oh yes,
come
Granny D. You
Granny
can always
D.
come and do it. I'm doing my rows.
A few rolls.
Come do some time.
Yeah.
You do your time, Granny D. I'm doing my time.
Do your time right up here.
She's doing time, guys. She's doing time.
I'm doing time. I'm doing my time here. It's like VJ said. Once VJ was on my live and she said, well, it's the kind of thing, you know, that you do. You have to sit here. I burst out laughing because I didn't expect you to say that. I'm like, hey, VJ, where's the gun? And someone's holding to your head to say you have to sit there. It was so funny. VJ is so funny. She has a brilliant sense of humor. When I listen to her, she's got me in stitches. So,
she does.
Oh, my word.
She's be trying to. That's just
no, she's not trying
that's her
to.
natural personality.
She's just saying what she's thinking.
She's just VJ.
Yeah.
She just said. Bonnie said, but I would not do fancy stitch markers anymore. She said, I like the little plastic ones. The fancy ones are a pain in the butt and get in my way. Yeah, they can
use the fancy ones as bag jewelry. Use it for your project bags as jewelry. Hang it on the zipper or something. That's what I do. Because they're too heavy to use.
Yeah, Classy Handmade said, for me, when I started crocheting, I always started with chains so you know where you started. Yeah. But I used to always need to know where I end. Where does end and what do I need? Especially when I learned, I tell you, when I first started using stitch markers, when I first started doing granny squares. Who taught me how to do the granny squares was Hectaguna. Hectaguna 1 taught me how to do the granny squares. And she said, you'll always know when you get back to the beginning. I never knew when I got back to the beginning. I never knew how to match those squares up, those 4 points. If you already know, you would be at an assumption that you can't miss it. But I can. I'm the kind of person that, yes, I can. So I would get the stitch markers and put on all 4 edges so I can know that is when I do 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. I would have those 3 double crochet, chain 1 in all the wrong places. So I said, how in the heck she gonna tell me that you would know where to get back to it? And I don't know. I really don't know. And that's when stitch markers really came into play. You say, oh my, Ursula, doing her time. Ursula is doing her time. She sure is. Classy said, I have been making paper beads for over 17 years. Wow. Carrie said, and I'm gonna have Ursula and Linda to answer this question. She said, what does a bougie mean?
Bougie is another word for bourgeois, which means something of a higher level. Classy.
Is it?
Yeah, class. So bougie is a kind of abbreviation of bourgeois, which means classy, elegant, fancy.
Bougie coffee costs more than
bougie yarn costs more So yeah, that's where bougie comes from. Bourgeois.
Granny D said, yes, I use bougie longer stitch markers as bags, charms, or to display on my jewelry holder tower from Michael's.
Exactly.
So I guess that's why you was asking. Granny D always cracked me up, and I think Granny D cracks up everybody, because when Granny D shows certain things like coffee or certain yarns, she'd say, this is my bougie coffee, which meaning just a more expensive or more luxury brand. You know what I mean? But it can, you know, it's not to be, you know,
it's not coffee extract.
It's, just a little more
it's the real
fancy
thing.
high end. It's not a knockoff. It's not a knockoff version, guys. It's just a more fancy.
Oh, got plastic coffee.
You know. Yeah. Roberta said, I use the fancy stitch markers on my project bags, on my cupboard doors, in my craft yarn room, and on my Notion bags. You know, it's just, you know, a more fancier. Come craft with Sissy. Sissy, how are you today? She said, good morning or afternoon, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
How are you today? She said, what you say, Maribel? Granny D has an awesome sense of humor, especially late night Granny D. Granny D, you just never know what you're going to get, but whatever you get, it's going to be fun. I tell you that much. Jamie said, right, Jeanette. I read the pattern ahead and placed stitch markers at the end of a certain stitch where the pattern turns or where special stitches needed to be applied. And it's just the truth. Now, if you can get through your projects without using stitch markers, that's great as well. But some projects does require stitch markers. I'm so excited. Ha, ha, ha. Bougie. Bonnie says, so if somebody calls you bougie, it's a good thing. Yes.
Yes, definitely. It's a good thing. It means you're classy. It means you're top notch. It means you're the bomb.
You're the bomb.
You're the bomb.
Call me. Yeah, you're the. I read somebody say you're bougie versus then you're the bomb. Oh man, that sounds like I'm about to explode. So high end, yeah. So
I feel good. I didn't take that sip of coffee.
Jeanette.
I don't want to blow up.
Oh, I nearly exploded.
I want to keep it. I want to be here around, right? You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, Renee, Angel Renee, how are you today?
Hey, Angel.
You said, laugh out loud. To me, bougie yarn used to be over $10, but with the current prices, it's $15 and over nowadays. Yeah. That would go into the category of bougie yarn, especially if you're a bargain type of yarn person. If you're a bargain yarn person and you find yourself paying $15, $20, $30 for a skein, okay, a skein of yarn, that would go in the category as bougie yarn because it's just a little bit more expensive. And whatever you make with that project, it's got to be something, you know, fancy, because you don't want to use no expensive yarn on anything. Hi, Nana Michelle. How are you today?
Nana Michelle.
Thank you so much for being here. I am almost at 50 thumbs up. So if you have not had a chance to thumbs up, this would be a great time for you to do that. We call the bougie big shot. Oh, you just a big shot, huh? Yeah, you know, we speak the same language. You just a big shot. And really, you're not. You just, you know, may have something. Yeah, you may want to make something for yourself or for someone with a more expensive yarn. Or just like, okay, when somebody comes over to your house for dinner, do you bring out the good silverware or do you let them eat in a plastic cup or spoon? No, you bring out the best. You want to make a good impression, right? I like
Jeanette.
I hit the
apples
thumbs up on the
with
way
apples.
in. Thank you. Go ahead.
You must compare apples with apples.
You say what?
Not bougie yarn with silverware. You must compare bougie yarn with what you're going to put in the plate when they come to eat by you. Is it going to be bread or steak? See, not what they're going to eat it with. That is like, I'm like, what is on the plate? Never mind what I'm going to use to eat it with. I don't care what I'm eating it with. So, because if someone can afford that much for yarn, I'm like, if you can afford that much for yarn, how much do you pay for your biscuits that you put in your tea? How much do you pay for your tea? What is your budget for your budget? You know,
so I had buy the bougie yarn, so I had steak.
Exactly. So, not are you going to take out the silverware or the whatever. I only have ware. I don't have silverware, or I don't even know what other ware there is. And if I have it, I just have not even Tupperware. Listen, it is X. It's X. It's X. Ice cream tub. It is retired. It wasn't an ice cream tub. It's now retired. It's now like Linda's ex-military. That's an ex-ice cream tub. And it's now living with me. It's doing service as Tupperware. I even call it Tupperware. It feels like Tupperware. Nobody knows the difference. So.
Oh my goodness. That's Jamie said that's why I say I can't eat yarn. No, you can't eat. You can make cake, but you can't eat the cake yarn. He said, hey,
yeah, I've been good this month, guys. I've been really good this month. I haven't bought any yarn this month, which is unusual for me.
The month is not done yet, and excuse me, someone's going on holiday. They're smack bang in the middle of a lot of shops. So let's tell us that at the end of this month again. We want to hear it.
I will, because I won't be going shopping till next Monday, which is the 1st of May. So yay!
Oh.
1 month and no.
She's getting technical. She's getting technical.
I've been
you know what?
She
is so proud of herself. Linda is so proud. Linda, you're so proud of yourself. You went there. Bonnie said, give me the regular silverware, put steak on my plate, and make sure you wash your hands before you cook.
I don't have the silverware. I have cutlery. This cutlery. Hello, Regina.
Hi, Regina. Hi, Susan.
Did I miss someone?
March knitting is Regina.
Christmas
Regina,
and New Year.
Thank you so much for being here. She said, hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate
all this laughter. It's releasing endorphins in my brain. I'm getting my endorphin shot.
It's wonderful. I am so tickled at Linda. Linda said, I didn't buy any yarn this month. She is so happy. That is so good. Hey, I do it all the time. Unless it's just a really nice sale. And like I said, even when I go into Hobby Lobby or Joann, just because it's on sale doesn't mean I'll buy it. I have to like it. I don't like every yarn, and that's okay as well if you don't like every yarn.
Exactly.
Some yarn is just, it's not for you. And if it's not for you, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
It's not, kind of, some people like Red Heart, some people like Premier Yarn, some people like, and we've all, this is what's good. Some people only like to work with acrylic. Some people like to work with wool and nylon, which I do. Some people like to work with finger weight or a 3-weight. Some people like to work with chunky and 4-weight worsted weight. So, kind of, there is enough yarn out there for everybody to pick their favorite And I've always been a DK, a 3-weight girl, but then I was introduced to finger weight, and now, guys, that is my go-to. That is the yarn that I absolutely adore to work with, and I can work with that. You know, and don't get me wrong, I do use 4-weight, I do use 3-weight, but for my favorite is my finger weight.
I also started with 3-weight. I think a lot of people started out 3-weight unless you live in the USA. But if you live in Australia, South Africa, Europe, I think 3-weight is sort of where you start out. And then definitely. I must say, when I was also introduced to finger weight, but I don't have a lot of finger weight. I like cottons now because we've just come out of summer. So cotton. So that's why I'm so excited about the circular blanket, because I've got a lot of cotton scraps and making the mandalas, and whatever is left is going into my scrappy circular blanket. So I'm really excited about that.
I'm excited too. Bonnie said, right, I do not buy yarn if it's ugly or I don't like it. And I don't care if it's for cheap. Me either, Bonnie. It has nothing to do with the price. If I don't like you, I don't like how you feel in my hands, I'm not buying you. I don't care if it's 25 cents. I'm not going to buy it.
You're not coming home.
Life in
no. It's got to be soft. Shack. I love soft yarn.
I love soft yarn.
Life in the shack.
Life in the shack. How are you? You said rummage sale and thrift store yarn, some great vintage yarn.
Yes.
Right to that. Nowadays, I don't buy what's on sale, but it helps when I can save money on it. Yeah, but I gotta like it. I am going to the South. Classy Handmade say I am going to South America for 3 weeks for a funeral, and I would get to spend times with my family. It's so sad, but we celebrate life because of the blessing of Jesus.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, good for you, my sweetheart.
Celebrate life and celebrate each other while you're here.
Oh, yes,
definitely.
I think what happens is we have more celebration and people exiting than why they're still here. So we want to celebrate life while we still have people around. And but you have our condolences to you and your family, So that's what it's about. So when I find myself and Ursula and I see Linda and all of us, we go in stores and we looking at all these beautiful colors and pastels and whatever color. I just like to look at them, y'all. I just been there for one reason, to look and to just show you guys what's available or what's out there or whatever like that. But I know in South Africa, UK, y'all got different yarns than we do here in the United States. So,
yeah. You see,
can I just tell you, when
UK. Sorry,
when my kids were small, when my kids were smaller and money was tight and there was not steak on the plate, I would go every Saturday to the yarn store and I would just be there, look at all that yarn, touch it. And then I would walk out there with a 4mm hook. I ended up with so many 4mm hooks because it was like $1. So I would spend $1, not even $1. So I would walk out with my one. It's like something. I got something. I got all the sensory overload. Lovely. Will last me the rest of the week. And my hook and gone. There I go. I tell you, I remember those days. Okay, now I don't do it anymore. Jessica loves to go and window shop. I say, sorry, that's just torture. If I want something, I'll just go and buy it. Otherwise, stay away. If there's no money, stay away. Margie!
Bye, Margie. I'll be posting your prizes out tomorrow, Margie. They'll be on their way to you.
Awesome.
Enjoy, Margie.
She gets those winnings, doesn't she? Yeah, you put her in the giveaway. It's a good chance, sending prayers. Thank you guys. I know Shondell greatly appreciate all the condolences and all these great things that you all are saying. I appreciate it as well. And that's why I said, now we used to have this store called John Hancock. And I used to go in that store, walk around, and the number one yarn that we used to notice was Red Heart. Red Heart yarn. I don't know if you guys have a Red Heart, but Red Heart yarn
We have
used
chick.
to be.
It used to be chick yarns. Chick, like in a little chicklet. It even had a little drawing of a chicklet. But for years, that was like it, you know.
Chick yarn. I was Red Heart, and I always love if I can just get one skein of that yarn. It used to make me so happy. But yarn wasn't as expensive as it is nowadays. Bonnie said, I walked around Hobby Lobby the other day. Yarn was on sale, but I didn't see anything that stuck out to me. So I didn't buy nothing. I didn't find any paper craft stuff to buy either. And if it's not, like I always say, I don't buy, like my backing, you guys can see my yarn. I don't buy it for showcase. I buy it because I want to use it. That's my intentions on using it. Hey, Ashley from MOB. How are you today?
Hi, Ashley.
Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Ashley, sweetie. How are you?
I heard somebody said that too. M to the O to the B to the S. I was like, somebody just broke it down. Jamie said, yeah. So I just like to buy the yarn because I really like it. And like I said, somebody had told me why I don't make the sales. I go into stores just for inspiration, motivation. Sometimes I just need to be in the craft store. I just need to be in there. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I just got to be around that yarn. I got to be around different crochet. I just got to be in that store. And it feels like it's like a fuse. It fused me up. You know what I mean? And I get in there and I look around and I see the new things they got and what they don't have. And I feel good. I walk out the store, I be smiling. I be like, wow, I needed that. I know a lot of you guys, y'all homes are like stores. That's how much yarn you got in your home. I still like to go in the store. Ashley say, I'm good, just got off work. And hey, Bonnie, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being here and for the lovely thumbs up.
I like to go into yarn. I don't know about you, but I like to go into yarn stores and for inspiration, new patterns, have a look at the new patterns and see what's out there, new colors, what's the color for this year, and kind of and I don't always buy from the shops either, but sometimes there's just something there that I think, oh yeah, I've got to have that, and it feels soft and it's lovely. And that.
Hey,
Hello, Granny D.
girls. Hey, Miss Leslie Jeanette, my darling Ursula, sweet
Happy
Linda.
Sunday.
Oh, you chat folk.
How are you, Granny D?
New computer.
What you say?
And you got us on your new computer?
Yeah.
Oh, it's crystal. That thing is crystal clear.
Hannah, I can't get my lighting quite right. It looks washed out, so I have to figure out all that stuff. Maybe
you're
when
looking
Hannah...
good, Granny D. How are you feeling?
No, everything.
So much
it
better.
looks. I must say, it looks good. Maybe to you it doesn't look good, but it looks good to us. You know, because sometimes with me, I'm like, I put on makeup. I come to the camera. I'm like, what happened? It just disappeared. I go on. I put some more. I come
when
back.
I get on here with makeup, gone. Sometimes it looks like I have mud. I hate it when I can't get my foundation to match up.
By the time I'm ready, I'm like, I better not meet anybody in real life now. They'll think she's doing a clown thing because that is overdone, overkill. But the light just washes it out.
My grandmother used to wear, till she was in her 90s, she would always fix up, and she was a little thing, and she would be always fixed up with the tailored clothes, everything tucked in, and the jacket and everything. And bless her heart, she
Oh.
hardly couldn't see, and she was still trying to put her makeup on so it looked like a clown. I'd always have to, blend the
Yeah,
blush in
that's
a
a bit
little
of a
bit,
risk.
fix
Just
the
a
eyes.
little bit
But she
risky.
tried, and she was
Oh,
so
wow.
funny. Oh my gosh, she was a nut.
Wow. You got to try. Jamie said, yay, but I like to try some of the new yarn to see if I'll like it. I use certain yarns for certain projects. Gloria said,
Oh, yes.
I need more. Gloria said, I need more yarn. Yes. Jamie said, yes, I like to browse the store. Everybody's saying, hey, Granny D. D, you got a new computer. That is exciting.
Thanks
Everybody
to
excited
my Nutty
about
Buddies. That's where a bunch of the money I've been saving, putting back money, and
Oh,
Sis Ola Joe
fantastic.
gave me a couple of huge super chats, and so did Nana Michelle, and just everybody that did super chats in our Nutty Buddies. And even if they're not Nutty Buddies, being a subscriber helps. So all that
Yes.
together,
Absolutely.
Oh,
they
that's
bought
fantastic.
this equipment. Yeah.
That is so
Yes,
That's
exciting.
fantastic.
Jamie said all about the lighting. I am finding, yeah, the lighting is everything. Bonnie
Yeah,
said
you have to
10 years
play with
ago.
it, and I have to play with
Yeah.
StreamYard so I can figure out what I'm doing on there, because see, I tried using StreamYard for a while with the Chromebook, but it looked at my Chromebook was like a mobile device, like using your phone, and StreamYard does not like mobile devices, and it was so glitchy. And it'd be like those King Kong movies where your mouth and the sound isn't in sync. I hate that.
Oh, yes.
10 years ago, you wouldn't find me anywhere without makeup on. Nowadays, I don't care. Bonnie says, I
Exactly,
don't care.
Bonnie. That's me too, then.
Jeannie,
Oh, wow.
hey, I would never forget you. And I'm not big. I'm, 6K. I love it. But, it's not like some folks have a whole bunch. I'm fine if I just stay where I am. But YouTube always wants us to, continue growing.
It's
And
yeah, it's always good to grow as much as you can. Hey, Proverbs 31, the beautiful Jenny and Vicky, and everybody's coming in. Go ahead. What's your thought, Linda? Granny D.
well, as we grow, it not only helps us, but gives our subscribers other people to subscribe to them, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So it
You
helps
gotta
everybody.
Oh, yes.
Jeannie, you
share the
did so
love.
good on the television. You were selling that yarn like everything and all the stuff. I was wanting to buy stuff, but I was kind of short on funds after this big purchase. So I was there supporting in
There's a time
spirit.
for everything.
Timing
She
is
has some
everything.
stuff.
You said, I am glad you are able to utilize your efforts and all the hard work you put in your channel, D.
Oh, Jamie. Thank you,
Yes.
sweetie. I don't feel like it's work. It's fun.
Yeah, me too. I enjoy it. I enjoy, doing
If it
it.
ever got to
Hey,
the point where it
Sophia.
wasn't, I
wouldn't
wouldn't
do
be
it,
doing
yeah.
it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you know
I
what?
just love
It's as much as we say it's not really work, but sometimes I do feel like it's work because I know I gotta show up. You know what I mean?
right.
It's a
I gotta
commitment.
Well,
come
that's
in.
true. And when you have a set schedule, like, mine's Monday,
Yeah.
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But so
Right.
far,
It's a commitment.
I look forward to those times, unless
Yeah.
I'm sick or whatever. I hated that I was out almost all of my birthday month last month. But thank you,
Yeah.
Jesus. And everything checked out good. And it was good to have those things checked out for peace of
Yeah.
mind.
That's
And,
good.
I'm
Oh,
not
definitely,
getting
definitely.
any younger.
That's good.
And maybe it
That's
encourages others to get things checked out. I still need to probably have a scope of my stomach, and because I still suspect I have an ulcer, at least one. And get a colonoscopy. Everybody should because I've had trouble with
Oh, yes. To absolutely
Yes.
use good sense. I mean, the Lord gave us a brain, eh? We must use this
Yes.
coconut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prayers,
don't-
prayers in numbers. And Ursula knows I'm always asking and giving prayers. But yeah, the Lord gave us doctors and
Yeah.
all that for a reason. Use your coconut,
Yes.
Ursula said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prayers are very.
And my legs.
You know, the thing about it is, go ahead. I want you to lose your thought.
Oh,
Your legs, what?
yeah, these compression hose, and I should have let them know they killed my toes. They just pressed my toes in so tight. So I took a seam
much.
ripper and just ripped the toe part out and put them back on. I had taken them off for a few days, these compression hoses, and they go from the foot all the way up the thigh, and then there's bicycle shorts, and it's hot. But I have to wear them to keep my edema in check, so that's much better. But I need to call the clinic in the morning and talk to the lady and see if my insurance will pay for another set without the feet in.
Oh, yes.
I think what
Everything
happens,
else everything's good.
that's good, Granny D.
That's
You
good.
can't ignore when
Yay,
things are
Jesus.
bothering you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It used to be used not much anymore. Everyone happens to be always asking for money in some way, and it turned me off. Sorry if I offended anyone. Oh, no offense. That's okay.
I
Jamie
hope I'm
said,
not like
"Yay,
that.
it's fun. I am
No,
enjoying
I
the
mean,
process."
we
but
get
Jeanette
those
is
people,
right.
but yes,
Yeah.
it can
Yeah,
be a lot of
you gotta be. You do gotta be
Yeah.
careful. Use your own discretion. Those you want to that you feel that is legit, and giving them something, give it to them. But if your heart is not right, don't do it. Don't do it just because. Do it because you want to. Yet it
Right.
is fun. I'm
Yes.
enjoying the process, but Jeanette is right. It can be a lot of work. Hey, Rose Crochet, you say y'all. Hey, y'all. Sunday blessing. Sunday blessing to you. Hey, one virtuous woman. How are you,
Marcel,
Marcel?
boom.
It's good to
Hi.
see you.
Welcome in.
Welcome
Here's what I'm
in.
working on.
Oh, what's that? That looks like the blanket that Nisi was
I
working on, but in different colors. What is it?
I started it a long time ago. I love these bigger clovers with the plastic on them. The yarn just glides
love it.
through these. But
I
it's
love
a
them
bod
hooks.
pattern. It's the Suzette stitch. My squirrel said it's a single. A single and a double, and then you skip one. That's all it is. Rows and rows and rows of that.
Beautiful.
And this is the yarn is an anniversary cake.
Okay.
Wow.
Chocolate fountain, isn't it pretty? Fall colors.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah.
My Shuggy Pat dancer said she would like this, so I was going to donate it anyway, and she sent me a lovely Afghan, so she's going to get this.
Oh,
that's
wow.
beautiful.
She's gonna
My
be happy.
sister- My sister's doing that stitch in greys and blues and whites, and it looks beautiful.
Oh, when you skip a stitch in between, if I didn't say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a nice texture
That's
and
the stitch
pattern,
I
and it's
used
just
on
so
this one.
easy.
This is the stitch I used on this that I made for my dad.
That's pretty. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same
It's
stitch.
definitely the same stitch.
I just wish
Yes.
it didn't do this, but
No, but that's interesting. Makes it interesting.
okay.
Looks beautiful.
like
I
Granny
like
D.
that thought.
Yes.
I love fall colors.
Granny D, let me ask you
Right,
guys. Now,
Jeannie?
that's a single crochet, double crochet, skip.
In the same
One.
stitch. The
Now, what's
single
the-
and a double in the same
That's
stitch.
not the moss.
No.
No?
Oh, it's in the
And then
same
you
stitch.
skip. The moss stitch is single crochet, chain one, skip one. And you just keep repeating that. Mouse
Okay,
stitch.
so in the same
Single
stitch, I'm putting
crochet, chain one, skip one. Single crochet, chain one, skip one. You just keep doing that. That's the
people have
mouse.
different definitions of things.
Really?
People have
It's got
No, no,
different
no.
names. I
No.
think it's also
What
called
she-
linen stitch, granite stitch, and mouse stitch.
Yeah, that stitch has an identity crisis. It doesn't know what it wants to be. But the other one is a double crochet and a single crochet
first.
in the same stitch. Skip a stitch.
Mhm.
And the next stitch, double crochet, single crochet.
Well, you do single
Skip a
first.
stitch.
Single crochet, double
single
crochet.
Okay, single and double in one stitch. So it's going to look like a off balance V because it's a short and a long in one stitch. Skip a stitch and then single, double. Skip a stitch, single, double in the
Mhm.
same stitch. The single and double is in one stitch.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that because I really
It's
love
so
how
easy.
that looks.
And it's
Dacia,
fun.
good
Yeah.
morning. How are you? She said hello, everyone in the chat. Yes, I love it. You say, okay, y'all, I'm going to head out. I'm going out for my
Yeah.
birthday. Oh, didn't know it was your
With
birthday.
both hands.
Yes.
Hey,
Woo!
happy
I gotta try
birthday.
that.
Happy birthday,
Whose
Jamie.
birthday is it?
Wow.
Jamie's birthday.
Oh.
Jamie's
Jamie.
hooked.
It's Jamie's birthday.
Oh yeah, I got you. Your birthday was same as my Hannah's on Wednesday. It's past Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
My Hannah turned
Awesome.
32, and my Lindsay will be 41 in May.
Joy,
Hey,
how are you?
ladies, it's winter here now.
Hi,
So I just,
Joy.
in summer, I just go, hello. In winter, the whole arm is covered. So I can go, yay! Nobody sees the
No bat
flags.
wings.
The bat.
No, I can go, yay!
And I used to be a
excitement.
teacher.
But in
Can you
summer, I just go,
imagine?
hello.
Because at 46 is when I had my weight loss surgery, and that happened. So I used to, that was back in the days when you wrote on the blackboard. So I'd be like this. I know my children were watching my jiggling backboard.
What was that?
And I have a cousin who every time I see him, and he's like in his 30s or whatever, he has to do this. I'll see him and I'll just do that so he can jiggle my bat wings.
I think you need a compression, half a compression
Instead of
sock
a
and half a
hug.
compression sock.
Instead of a hug, I do, hey, Justin. You'll come up and do this and say, oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
not-
His
that's
mama,
not
and his
nice.
mama is deceased. So I said, Justin, you can jiggle my bat wings anytime, honey.
Hi,
Hello,
Cindy from
Cindy.
Lulu Treasure Trolls.
Hi,
Yeah, I'm not like
Cindy.
Linda. Linda works out. She uses heavy hooks. That's why she's got those guns
And
there.
she's little. Jeanette
Yes,
doesn't
little
have
guns.
any either, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Little 9mm. She's got those. Linda. I don't.
KK,
Linda's hooks must be heavy.
Crochet, hello. And Lydia,
My hooks are not
thank you guys for being here. I am back. The neighbor lost power, but it is back on. We had a very strong rainstorm last night until this morning, and I love it.
All
Bonnie
right.
said hi to everyone that's coming in. And thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it, and a thumbs up. Yeah, that's the one thing that's scary about gaining weight and losing weight. You don't want those bat wings. And like you said, in the summertime, you keep
Just
your
do
hand
it
down
before
low.
40. That's all you've got to do is under 40. Otherwise, Granny D, don't throw those ripped compression socks away. You just cut it nicely
No,
further,
I'm
and one
wearing
on the
them.
one arm, one on
Oh,
the
you
other
need to write
arm,
it in.
and you put your long sleeve t-shirt on, and you'll be waving, and people will be like, "Hey, look, there's no wings,
Oh,
no
Lord,
wings."
I'd be
God.
sweated wet wearing all. But I hear you. Oh, y'all. Hey,
Hey.
Passion for Yarn. That's Elaine, right? I think
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
it is.
And Jamie, have a wonderful birthday lunch if you're not already gone.
Yes.
Yeah, her
Yeah,
birthday
lovely
was the
time.
same as my Hannah's. It was the 19th on Wednesday. What was I
Oh.
gonna say? It's gone. And I was so excited about it too.
It'll come back.
That's what
My
I'll do.
youngest-
Hey y'all. And then squirrel.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Makes fun
Hey, you all.
of mine saying, I bet when you were in grade school, you never thought you would end up with lunch ladies' arms. They call them lunch ladies' arms.
What ladies' arms? That's so true.
Okay, I'm coming.
I know what I was gonna say.
Just never know. Did
Uh,
you remember now?
Go, Granny D. Go, Granny D. Before she loses it. Shh.
Kelly. I bring it every day. She has been going live on Fridays, almost after me, but we have a little 15-minute break. I think she comes on like 6:15. Nana Michelle used to come on right after me, but she changed to Wednesdays because she was missing Kelly. I didn't know Kelly was going on at that time, so I'm glad Nana did that and brought it to our attention. She's been doing these cooking live cooking, and her husband will be there and help out the sous chef. Huh?
She's cooking. She's
Yeah,
cooking.
She's got a great view. You can see down there see her, but also have the other camera down there. But I just wanted y'all to know about it.
Bye, Linda. Go eat before you're in trouble.
Yeah,
Toodles.
look, this
Oh
is what
my
I've done.
gosh, how pretty.
So I've done four star flowers while I've been here. So
Now-
thank you, Jeanette, for having me up here with you. I'll
Linda,
see
what
you
you
all
gonna do
tomorrow
with
on
that?
Ursula's. Bye, Granny Doom. Love you lots. Bye, everyone.
you.
Take
Have a good
care.
night.
Bye.
Or dinner.
Bye.
Go
Enjoy
dinner.
your lunch.
Bye.
You said Batwing should be a
Ah.
new Marvel superhero. Mal Morning
Mild mannered
Granny
granny.
turns into superhero. Mal mannered Granny turns into superheroes at night. Stop the bad guys with the swings of her arms. Oh my God.
They've
We
already
all
got
have
that.
it
It's
happen.
called the equalizer.
What a great idea. I love it. And I could fly.
I believe I can fly. I am pecking on my iPhone right now. Oh, that is beautiful. And yes, you know, it's good. You got humor behind it. You got to have,
Hey.
you got to have humor behind things.
Unless
You
I
really
get
do.
cosmetic surgery, which that ain't going to happen. If insurance not paying for it, this old gal's just stuck. You might as well learn to love yourself however you are.
Learn to love yourself. And not only learn to
Long
love
live
yourself,
the
learn to
compression
laugh at
socks.
yourself. Get those compression socks. You know what?
They help
Ursula,
me
you
deal
know
with
what a lot
the
of people's
compression
thing is. I
funky
wonder
cold
would that
edema.
work? Would that work? If you put
Listen,
compression
listen.
socks
I've
on
got
there?
long sleeve t-shirts. I've got long sleeve t-shirts, right? And they are fitted,
Uh-huh.
sort of fitted, you know. They might be fitted, or I might be growing still. I don't know. But when I've got that on, nothing's flinging anywhere. Man. And I just wear something over, and these arms I'll be high, no problem. That's why I say
Nothing's moving.
winter's here. I'll be waving more. If I wave less in summer, more like this, it's summer. I won't be
This is what
going,
Jan-
yeah.
You welcome, Miss Kelly. I
He's
love
so
it. I'm so
excited.
glad Nana brought our attention to it. And she gave away cookbooks.
You know,
one was a Mediterranean cookbook. One was a grilling. She had all kinds. It's just fun.
Ooh,
well,
Kelly brings it every day. That channel
Love
means
Kelly.
she
She's cool.
absolutely brings it every day.
And she
Her
does. She
voice.
takes us on field trips. She's always going to looking around at thrift shops and different things.
That girl is not
trip.
boring, I can tell you that much. Boring and Kelly is not in the same sentence. So,
Marsh
she
Regina,
brings it.
so good to see you.
She brings it every day,
Regina.
huh? You gotta bring it every day, and that's not a it's good to give people a variety. Some people really does love variety. Although I'm a crafter and enjoy crafter, I love watching other things beyond. I like cooking, clean with me, shop with me,
cleaning.
health and wellness.
Ooh.
Many things I like. It's not
And
just
that's a great
Granny
way to
G.
grow your channel too, is to go to those other channels that do,
Yes.
like the prepping
Expand a
and
bit.
all the things you just mentioned, the cooking
Right.
and all that stuff. And that's
Yeah.
how to get
Granny
more
D,
food
did you know?
back to you.
Did you know that Cuppy's flour? My goodness, what? Where is my brain? This is now with all the cooking, hey, flour. Cuppy's crochet. Her sister is Lynn, and she's got a channel called Living with Lynn, a cleaning channel. I don't know why. The Lord knows why. I don't know why. When I watch her channel, it's like taking a calming tablet. She calms me right down. I don't know why. I told the husband, I said, watch this lady. I watch her. I can sleep better. I'm just calm. And it's something, so you never know. I can listen to Jeanette. She calms me right down. She doesn't work me up. She calms me down.
Mm-hmm.
She might inspire me even, but she's not going to work me up. She calms me down. So, but Living with Lynn, that is quite interesting. She is, I love, it's only 22 minutes, 24 minutes, maybe half an hour.
How does she spell her Lynn?
Lynn, Living with Lynn, Lynn. Okay. And she's got beautiful music on her channel. Sometimes I watch a video 3 times just for the music. Because it's so nice. Yeah. She says she gets her music from Epidemic Sound. I said, I'm not paying for that yet, but it's beautiful music.
She is funny and she is so smart. She's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And here's the thing. I watch this one lady I watch. Hers is a clinging. And she talks so lightly as she's clinging. And she has that soft music. And sometimes when I'm watching her, I said, you know what? I'm going to go cling up now. You really inspired her. She'll ask you a question somewhere in there. She said, how often do you clean your stove? Or how often do you reorganize your canned goods? And she be talking so nicely. And I said, I need to reorganize my canned goods. And I need to straighten out.
And that is something that we really should do, because your older stuff that you've had, if you don't rotate it, it gets pushed to the back. And Lord, my mama did that, and she had stuff exploding in her cabinets. It was that old.
It was that old.
Yeah,
you're the bomb. I like watching.
I mean, not like, wow, much, but a couple. Yeah,
it's so relaxing. Bonnie said I clean every day. The other day I did 7 bathrooms in one day. No, I am not watching cleaning videos. Sorry.
Yes, because you're living it. You're living it.
She's living it.
I dropped the link of that Living with Lynn, if anybody's interested, to just go check her out, because that's Cuppy's sister. Sorry, Jeanette. There we go.
Cindy said that was so much fun watching Kelly the other night cooking. Such a nice surprise.
Yes, what she had,
she cooks with her.
What she had this past Friday was a Mediterranean dish, like a frittata. That's like eggs, but with she put a lot of vegetables in hers. And I think she wasn't going to do meat, but she thought about her husband and said he'll be hungry an hour later if we don't throw a little more some protein in here. So she did do that, but it looks so good.
It's good that her husband said that.
Mm-hmm. She said she's a housekeeper.
It's good that her husband said that.
Nobody's cleaning. Yeah. You said I watch Hoarders and it makes me want to clean. Me too. I don't know why I watch those shows.
Yes. Yes.
get so infatuated with it. But I do watch them. Isla said, I am doing good,
It's
relaxed out on my
satisfying.
trip, ready to play with my craft. Isla, great talking to Isla. I watch Hoarders, and it makes me know that my house is not that bad. I
There
know
you
the
go.
bad part.
Exactly.
I think the
Exactly,
bad part
Bonnie.
is, you know what the bad part is for me when I watch those type of shows, when they find dead stuff in there. You know, people don't even know
Oh,
that
yes.
their animals has
Okay, well,
died,
see,
or
that's the part where you need to be looking what you're crocheting or knitting. See that, so you only listen and you look away. Then you look up when it's done. Don't have to be looking all the
Yeah,
time.
I really can't watch those. My mess is over collecting. I won't call it hoarding, but it's those doggone Hobby Lobby clearance sales. That's what mostly it is. But
yeah,
Yeah.
Dory came and honey, she did so much, nursed me and did a bunch of stuff here, reorganized
She was just
this.
an angel. Oh,
She
yes.
was, truly was, is, and she's constantly doing, not just for me, other folks. She
that's
lives in
Wow.
Virginia and went down to Florida. I don't know how long she stayed with Billy, but she went down there and did a bunch of stuff for her too. And
Oh,
she's
wow.
helped me. I mean, she was here 13 days. And,
wow,
you know,
that
I
is
It's
was
so.
fantastic
getting
that she
better,
could
and
do
then
that.
I started getting bad again. And she said, Grandy, she said, I've done all I know to do. You got to go to the hospital. You can't keep going on like this. And I'm like pulling the covers up. If I didn't want to hear it, I don't want to go to the hospital.
You did not want to go to the hospital, didn't you? You had to do what you had to do. Cindy said, plus I was pregnant with Brandon, my youngest son, while doing all that. I love it. You said, on my days off, I do all the chores, and
Chores.
I am
Course,
in
in the
AM.
the
morning.
AM. The rest of the day, I have to knit. I know that's right. It's all about
Oh,
balancing. Hey,
lovely.
Tina Bailey, D, you got to learn to shop your stash for a while.
And I
It'll
have
save you
been,
on your pocketbook.
I have
It'll,
been, all the yarn I've been getting. Of course, I still get several subscription boxes, but I feel like I've got tons here to show y'all for the fiber of the day, but I still gotta get a little. And I love getting stuff in the mail like that. But sometimes I've been putting in my weekly giveaways, they're getting bigger and bigger. So I ship more yarn out. I may
Oh,
go
that's
back to
fantastic.
and
doing
once
2
upon
a
a
week
time,
now too.
every giveaway that was out there that you entered, you was winning. Remember, Granny
Yeah.
D? I don't care what
And I was
giveaway you was
crazy for
entering.
entering because I didn't need
Yeah.
it. It's for me, it's about like buying yarn, entering those giveaways. But what I've been doing a whole lot with those is, like, if it's a live situation or whatever, I'll say, give it to so and so. You know, I pass it along.
Yes.
Right.
And
I
I've been
remember that
trying
time.
not
Granny
to
D,
enter
have you
those.
ever thought of making not grab bags, it's mystery bags? Because
Well,
there's
that's
a lot
what
of YouTubers that at one point did it. They would make up a mystery bag of or whoever won. Like, for instance, I remember
that's what I
Veronica did it.
do.
And if
Yeah.
I won, she would put a lot of pink in it, you know, or a lot of out of
Yes,
whatever she's got. Now,
sometimes
say this table is, yeah, because then
sometimes
you
I'll get
get
in touch
paid
with
for
the
it,
winner,
and you can use the money for something, your equipment, your whatever you need, you know. I mean to say, that's
well,
good.
if I ever did that, I'd have to have a lot of help because of my feet just standing and going through stuff, or standing to get where
I
the
think
stuff is.
that can be arranged.
Well, Dory's coming back in July. I'll just say that.
Bonnie said, how would you feel if you were a yarn and a paper craft water? My struggles is real. Yeah, I like the red real bad. Oh wow, it's okay. Back in the day, I used to watch Clean House with Niecy Nash and Trading Space. I used to watch that as well, especially the Trading Space. What you said, Marsha just said, I'm speaking of a giveaway. I got one going on now. Laugh out loud. Hopefully, I can say that. Sorry, if not, that's okay. Yes, type in DOY Creations to make sure your link is being dropped. Absolutely. When you got a giveaway going on, let somebody know. And sometimes, when you got a giveaway going on, you gotta, especially if you're doing live, for people who donate super chats, super sticker, and all that does is just help out with the shipping. I always tell people when I go that route, I'm just asking for help to help me ship this out. Sometimes depend on where it's being shipped to, it can get a little pricey. And if it's not in your budget to ship it, this will help me out. And I feel good that I'm blessing someone and I'm also getting help from others as well.
Yes.
So there's many
That's
ways
what I use my membership money for, is mostly postage and, for my subscription stuff and for this computer, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
And last year I didn't
People be more
itemize my YouTube expenditures, and you got to report what you made. So, oh Lord, I ended up paying 20. Well, it wasn't just that, it was my pension too. I wasn't having enough taken out of that. So itemizing.
What? They take tax out of your pension?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I was only having 3% taken out, and I still have to get with them, but I'm going this week. And I went last week, but the gal that does that wasn't there. So I'll have 10% taken out, I guess, or whatever I think that's what my tax man said, to do that. But this time, when I just itemizing for YouTube, I got back over 900, or I'm getting back. And actually, that won't come to me. It'll go on what I'm paying.
And you can, this new laptop you can put as an expense,
Yes. Amen.
Yes.
I put everything for expense.
I did it. Gas.
I put
for going to the yarn store, subscription, yarn, your internet,
your office space, your rent, your office space.
Everything.
My mail, my PO box go on there. Everything that I can think of. My mileage.
PO boxes are getting more expensive all the time.
Oh wow! I almost closed mine down. It's gotten so expensive, and I say, why are you guys keep raising the price of these PO boxes? It's just every 6 months it get higher and higher.
Postmaster General's greedy.
Putting everything on your list is necessary, and if you don't know those things, not all tax preparation people let you know that can be added as
I didn't think about it at all till he said something last year. So I started saving receipts.
You got to save the receipts, because this year they had a certain amount of money for donations. They have cut that in half. It's so many things they took away. You know what I mean? They used to have a certain amount if you're donating your donations and all that. I think they cut that in half. It was so many programs they removed, but you still gotta throw in everything you can think of. Everything you think of. If you guys, let's see, did not check out March Knitting, there's her channel. So you can enter into her giveaway. Enter, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with entering into these giveaways. My chances is just as good as anybody else's.
The thing with me is I always forget to go see if I won. I enter to support,
know if people
but I
didn't
forget.
Tell me.
Yeah, I forget to go check if I won ever.
Well, because
so I just
was
entered
entering so many, and y'all know my squirrels. I wouldn't remember. But yeah, I'm trying not to do that so much, or if I do, and it's a live thing, because I just want to have fun and play along, I'll just bless somebody else. I'll say, give it to so and so.
Just wanna have fun.
You said the post office has been going up because other people are finding different means to mail their packages, and they're losing revenue, so they make up for it somewhere else. Yeah,
That's
I know exactly.
totally true. You know, a lot of people using that pirate ship and all that other kind of stuff.
That's the route I'm getting ready to go. I'm definitely going through pirate. It's much cheaper. It's more sufficient, and it's like, you know, every time, and that's what make people leave people it too. Every time they start losing money, let's make the people who still with us pay for the people that's losing the money. That's not fair to us. We still hanging in there with you. So why are you making us pay for that part? So,
Jeanette, that's so funny the way you say it. I'm getting ready to go with pirate shipping, because I'm sure about 200 years ago, everybody was saying, stay away from pirate shipping. So now you're getting ready to go with pirate shipping. I didn't know what you mean. It just sounded funny. I listened and I'm like, all right.
Embrace
We're going with the pirates now.
Arr.
They were teaching us, don't get in a car with a stranger. Now we've got Uber. I don't know this guy from Adam. I'm getting in the car with him. It's like,
don't know how this person drives.
Yeah, Uber, Lyft, I don't know. The post office can stop delivering on some days. We don't need to receive mail 6 days a week. And that would save them some money to help cut down on price of keep increasing everything. U.S. postal stamps, which we have U.S. postal stamps, the stamps are so expensive. You know what I mean? Buying a book of stamps, it almost make you want to drive to wherever you're getting delivered to, because that's how expensive.
It seems like they're going up every couple months, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly. The stamps, the P.O. box, everything that's dealing with U.S. Postal is just really, really getting so expensive. And I get my stamps from the USPS, United States Postal Office, because if you go into a courtesy exchange, that's what we have here in the States. It's called a courtesy exchange. And honey, you're going to be paying at least $5 more for that same book of stamps. So because they got a fee as well with everybody else with their fees. So it gets very costly. And that's why you got to make sure
everybody wants their piece of the pie.
How are you? Yeah, everybody wants their cut. I don't see much bad about the postal office. The post office raised me. My mom with the post office from May 1969 to 2011. You know, I don't have a problem with prices. The post office always helped me find the cheapest way to ship. But there's, you know, if it's working for you, continue with it on, no problem. I ain't trying to talk bad about them. I'm just saying the prices are going a little bad.
You know, the little
depending on where you're shipping to.
Post office general that's making all the decisions about the stuff.
Yeah. You said my brother-in-law told me about the pirate shipping, and he is a mail carrier. I mean, I learned about the pirate shipping. I didn't even know. I'm telling you guys that I didn't know anything about that until Jenny and V, the fiber sister. Yanni's
I remember you found out, weren't they here?
That's how I found out about it.
And told you?
No, they're not here.
No, I meant when you found out, I think they were on your live, and yeah.
I didn't know anything about it. Mama said, hey, Jeanette, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How are you? I'm doing fine, Monda. I am so glad. I did not know anything about pirate shipping. They mentioned it, and then I was like, pirate, they said so shipping. So I talked to V, one-on-one, and she told me, she said, Jeanette, it's much cheaper. Those big boxes that I was shipping out would have cost me $40, $50, only cost me a fraction of that. So that's
don't they come and pick it up for you? And don't they come to you and pick it up? I think they do.
I don't know all the ins and out of it. You know what I'm saying? I never heard, I never heard of them
You
and
have to ask
checked them out.
somebody that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Veronica from Steals the Show and More, or Jenny from Jenny Butterfly Dreams, they can tell you more. They can definitely give you more details. And I was just so interested. I was like, wow, I could be saving money, because I was shipping out a lot of Happy Mail. And when you, especially when you open up to worldwide, when you shipping packages worldwide, you know that can get very, very costly. But you don't want to not do that, because you do have viewers all around the world. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mo. You got viewers around. You said, no, I use Pirate Ship. But I'm just saying, yeah, Bonnie, I totally understand. I have to go. We're all thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you hanging out so much.
She goes to work at 4 a.m.
Wow.
Carrie, all the way from down under. Bye, my sweetheart. I hope you have a fantastic day. She's in Monday already.
She's in Monday already. Bonnie said at the post office, they tell you to print your labels at home. It's cheaper. There's always what they call a workaround, where you can figure out how to save yourself money. But you gotta be patient with yourself and find out, because the information is out here and people are willing to share their knowledge. But if you don't want to do, the extra step, well, you got to pay the extra price. I'd rather be crocheting. I know you'd rather be crocheting, but when you got to get to work, the bills got to get paid. I had to step out listening as I can. Oh, thank you, Sydney. No problem.
Thank you.
So I learned that from them. And like you said, Ursula, who knew that I would have never thought, with Uber Eats and things like that, people would really want somebody to go to the restaurant and get their drinks and get their food and bring it home. That's just the times that we're living in. When I see people like on Uber Eats or Lyft or Uber, all these different things they got, I'm looking like, that's just modern times. We just living in modern days. You can get your groceries.
I am still waiting on those little spaceships that the Jetsons used to fly around in way back in the 50s and 60s.
They're coming. They're
coming.
They're coming.
Car.
With us, what we have is you can actually phone your local grocer, and they have a service where they deliver within 60 minutes. Within the hour, you can have your groceries. If you run short of milk and bread and whatever, you don't have to go out. You just phone them. I remember when my kids were very small. Now, none of this was going on at the time. And I phoned my local grocer and I said, I'm stuck at home with 2 sick babies. Could you not send someone to bring me X, Y, and Z, which I desperately need because I can't leave home? And they actually did it. They just gave someone, please do this. And
Ursula, we used to have a little family grocery just a few minutes away, and they always delivered. We used to always get our stuff, and they'd put it in boxes.
Yes. We got boxes
all the time. And doctors made house calls back then.
Right.
The Charles Pitt man would come to the house.
So what was old is now repeating itself. It's coming back, because you do have nurses that comes to your home. You have to have a private nurse or something like that would come to your home. So things always
our doctors also make it. GPs also make home calls after 2 p.m. in the afternoon. If you phone in the morning, they'll come to your house after 2 p.m. So they still do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
Cool.
So I'm telling you, nothing new is under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. Everything repeats itself. Every time you think that is old back in your day, then you find out it's come new in your day. All they do is change the name of it, and now it's the same thing. So it's exciting, but that Jetson had some future information. Jetson knew the future. I tell you,
Had that little robot Rosie.
Yeah, and look how
Clean
robots
up,
is
little
coming to
dust,
play.
little dustpan and a little broom come out of
Wow!
her belly
Yes,
and sweep it.
yes, I forgot about that.
I need that. Clean up my yarn mess. Just go right behind me. Clean up stuff.
I'm telling you, how did they know so much of the future? Everything of the future. It made me look at Jetson totally different. I'm like, wow, I never thought that I'll be living in the day to see all of this. You know what I mean? Like, we're here witnessing. We're literally witnessing all of these great acts, you know. Bonnie said she said all my clients get the groceries delivered. You said Ubers are what used to be taxi. Yep. Uber took over. They took over taxis. Didn't they? You used to be able to call Instacart. Yep. You used to be able to call a taxi. Now you call Uber, you know?
Well, we didn't, you know, and if you're rural, you don't have taxis. So
yes, you don't have taxis. We didn't have taxis. So you have to call them now. You just go ting, ting,
that's
ting,
cool.
and pay and done.
Yeah, it's done. Wow. You say robot vacuum cleaner. Yes.
Robo vacuum. Yes.
And yeah, you said, I'm glad they do video doctor's appointments. I don't have to get dressed. And they used to do, remember they did that on the Jetson? The video calls? How
yes, FaceTiming. Wow.
They was FaceTiming. We call it, you know, it's FaceTiming, but they was doing that even back then. It's amazing. It's amazing what they was doing in the 60s. We're doing it in the 21st century. That in the Twilight Zone.
We think it's new. And we think it's
Twilight Zone, yeah. And Outer Limits.
Outer Limits, Twilight Zones. One Step Beyond. They were so futuristic. They are so. Some of the things, episodes I watched, I said, how did Rod Sterling know? I say, how did he know? How did he know those future events? But you know what? We're here to watch them. Not the end. Hello, how are you? So glad I was able to catch you all. Hello, the panels. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, that's the time we're living in. You got to embrace it because you're part of it. So when people tell me I'm really not technical like that or savvy, the fact that you're living in these days, you're more advanced than you know. Isla said, I saw a video on my feed talking about AI crochet. I need to go back and see from the crochet crowd. Wow. AI crochet.
Well, girls, I have enjoyed it. And I'm going to be down in the chat, but I have to get up and move around a little bit. Love y'all.
Thank you so much, Granny D.
Thanks for having me.
Because anytime is a good time.
See you a little bit later.
I keep trying to touch the screen because I had that Chromebook forever and it was touch screen, and this is not. I hope my mouse and mouse pad from Amazon comes soon.
I mean, you're allowed to touch the screen. It's just that nothing's going to happen. That's it.
You can touch your screen all day, but nothing's gonna happen. All those future things that the Jetson and all these other programs, it's just amazing. Didn't know that I'll see things the way that I see them, but I'm glad to be here to witness it all. I am so glad to be here to witness it. Yeah, I'm part of it. So I'm part of it.
You know, my grand passed away in 2009. And I often think, I wonder what my grand would have said about lockdown, about. A lot of stuff that's happened since 2009, hey? I mean, one of these days it'll be 2029. And it's 20 years that she's gone. And a lot has happened in the last 15, 20 years. And I often think, wonder what Oma would have said about this. Because she was always so, listen to the news. Oh, there's this shocking thing, you know, so and so and so. And I'm like, it's old news. But now I wonder, what would Oma have said about this? Because what was most shocking in the last whatever was lockdown. I mean, that was unprecedented. So it's
Very.
And you say about prediction, think about the movies that came and that predicted a virus that would take, and I mean, some of those movies were like, what? It is so spot on. Scary.
Spot on. Especially when you watch those movies and it happens all around the world. And you're thinking all around the world at the same time.
Oh, that could never happen.
Wow. And then when it happened, you're like, what? You know, what's this?
You know, Woody Harrelson stood there. I saw a little clip, I think maybe on TikTok or wherever I saw it. And he stood there with the script and he said, he read the script and it said, you know, this is going to happen and everybody must, all over the world must go into their homes and they must live there. No one must come out, blah, blah, blah. And he says, he had the script and he says, who's going to believe this? No one's going to believe this. So, and it was funny because it did happen. Now it's actually 3 years ago. You know, anytime my husband says, oh, it's since lockdown or just after lockdown, I'm like, you know what? Lockdown is not just here. It's already 3 years ago. Hello? You know? So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
That was something to experience. A lot of people, you know, probably wasn't able to experience something like that of that caliber. It's like lockdown. What do you mean? And it's just not locked down in one place. It was locked down all around the world. And it's like, we don't have the same time. We don't have the same season. We don't have the same anything, but we can have the same thing at the same time. Lockdown, you know, everything all at the same time. That was amazing. I never asked my grandma what I was to go through the Spanish flu and 2 world wars. They had their stuff. She probably would have said, that's nothing. Toughen it up. Yeah. A lot of people had worse experiences than a simple, you know, but nothing take anything lightly for what happened, because that wasn't a light thing to take. But some people had it even harder than that. So
I think to live through like World War II would be, I mean, my grandmother lived through a World War II. My grandfather went to fight in Italy. And I think to have been through that, because she had 2 kids before the war and 3 after the war. So there's the pre-war and the post-war siblings. So, I mean, I think it is, we look at what has happened in, is it Ukraine, whatever, and I looked at some of those clips and I thought, oh, if that would happen here, just imagine the infrastructure that is destroyed, you know, by, say, a bomb. How long it takes to redo it, you know, so
yeah,
it's scary. I think it's scary. But anyway.
Yeah.
Crochet away.
Yeah.
Cheers. My husband brought me some Coca-Cola.
That's the great thing, to have a craft to keep your mind and, you know, keep your mind
I was glad I had stash, because I tell you, I don't have a lot of stash now, but I'm glad I had stash during lockdown, because I used it. A blanket every 6 days. It's just, my fingers were going. Now, my husband is the kind of person who can't sit still. So he was cleaning top to down. Then he started painting. I'm like, what's next? I said to him, you know what? You better be so grateful. I'm not competitive when it comes to cleaning the house. It's all yours. I'll be crocheting. So there you go. You be cooking, mine by me. I'll be crocheting. I said, you better be grateful for that. Because if we were in competition, you'd have to sit and crochet. So like, wow. Anyway,
It's good. People found out they was able to do more than they can ever anticipate. So that's always a good thing. So Ursula, I am getting ready to cut out of here. I want to say thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us today in the chat. I have 64 thumbs up, and I am so grateful and so appreciative for that.
thank you.
Linda and Granny D and my beautiful friend Ursula, thank you for hanging out. You say the pandemic did wonders for my crochet skill level. Learned so many different patterns and
I'm going to drop down and you can
available.
say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for letting me come up because I've made good progress
so
on my
much.
blanket.
I appreciate you.
And it was fantastic.
Thank
so
you.
I'll leave you and you say goodbye to your lovelies.
Okay. Margaret said it has been a pleasure, ladies. Have a great rest of your day. You as well. And Classy Handmade and Marsh Knittings. Thank you, ladies, and everyone for hanging out with us today. I appreciate it so very much. And then, like I said, if you haven't had a chance to enter into my 100 thumbs up giveaway, please make sure you check out that video and enter it in. I will be picking a winner on Tuesday. I will be picking a winner. And so check that video out. Make sure you enter in to win. We know it's going to be yarn. I don't know what else that I'm going to put in there, but check it out anyway. Thank you so much, beautiful Ursula. Let's play this before she leaves. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to do it for Ursula. I'm going to love you and leave you. Everyone, please have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week. All right, guys, I'll see you all in our next video. Bye, everyone. Blessings to all.